Kane said, "Great, hope you're sorry. This is your boy N-O-R-E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
And this is motherfucking Drink Chats Podcast. Make some noise!
That's longer than it's ever been.
And right now, when we started this show, we said we wanted to honor and, salute living legends. And when we speak of the guests that we have right now, there's no equivocations, there's no type of doubt at all how legendary this guy is. Absolutely. He has single-handedly controlled the rap game, put Brooklyn on his back, put New York City on his back, put hip-hop on his back, has represented, has traveled across the world, took pictures with Madonna and
more than that,
Naomi Campbell. And he's the only guy I know that got away with a speedo. And he's still the coolest guy in the world. When you think of smooth operator, you gotta think of him. And I gotta ask him what it makes to be a smooth operator. And in case you people don't know who we are talking about, we got Big Daddy Kane in the motherfucking building. Man, we so excited to have you. Listen, I don't know, because I pulled up some old lyrics and I thought you was a Dom Perignon guy, so I got Dom Perignon, but we also know that you are, look, we got you red wine.
My man.
That's your thing? That's
Absolutely.
your thing right there?
We need to pop that pop.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as I pulled it out, I thought.
We acting like it's a twist off.
We got you too, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
It's definitely not a twist off.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What made you switch to red wine?
Well, no, honestly, I was messing with the Remy, and I mean, all that sugar from that was just putting too much weight on me.
A cognac.
Yeah. I was doing that Remy like hard, like me and my dude, like we like knocked down like maybe like a 2/5 a night.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had
Original Drink Champs.
Well, listen, the whole time we've been on Drink Champs, we're on 100 and something episodes. We've never popped a bottle of Dawn. I'm popping it in the commemoration to you, my brother, for motherfucking Big Daddy Kane, motherfucker.
That's love, Mikey.
I'm popping a bottle of Dawn. This is an old bottle too. Look at that.
We gonna do it in slow-mo?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. You go. Go ahead.
Nah, I think we need to. You have such a long career.
Yes.
I want to take it from the beginning. Like, what inspired you to get just to start spitting? Period.
Honestly, it was something that I got into at a young age because of an older cousin I looked up to. I mean, it was that type of thing. Now got me. I got
you gotta open up?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It was something that my older cousin was doing.
Right.
So I just did it really just to be like him. And he told me like, yo, you too young.
Was he making records?
Nah. Just him and two of his boys around the way, in Bed-Stuy. They was like a little rap group, a 3-man rap group. And he told me I was too young. Like, nah, you when you get older. So then from that point, my mission became to be better than the other two dudes down with him. So I started off writing battle rhymes, you feel me? And that's what I was doing. Then when I felt I had it right, I went and battled the two dudes down with him, beat them.
Who were much older than you as well.
Yeah. They were much older than me.
At the time.
I battled them and beat them and then asked them, can I be down now,
Hold on, cause I got notes and shit, nigga. Yeah,
but okay, so you battle them. Now you're just doing it on the block. You're just spitting as a hobby, I'm assuming.
Yeah, pretty much.
So how is it that you get to where you become Big Daddy Kane? Is there a persona before Big Daddy Kane? Did you have another name? Did you?
That's a hard name though, Big Daddy Kane.
But I'm sure that you went through a couple names, maybe.
Well, before Big Daddy Kane, it was just MC Kane.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just MC Kane.
MC Kane.
Yeah.
All right, so now look, I was speaking to my good brother Fat Joe today. So Fat Joe calls me and I'm mad hyped. He's like, I said, I got Kane on today. So he said, Budweiser Superfest. Budweiser, he said, he demanded that I ask you this question. Budweiser Superfest, Biggie and Tupac actually came out. The only time that the footage of Biggie and Tupac
This is that famous record?
Yeah, actually performing.
Where Brooklyn at? Where that one?
You know what Fat Joe told me? That that wasn't even their set. They were coming out with Kane.
No, that was Kane.
My set, and Joe was next up to rhyme when they gave me to wrap it up. Like, you got 5 minutes. So I wasn't able to even bring Joe on. But Joe was standing there with the mic ready. And they gave me to wrap it up.
Joe still's like, man, if I would have got on stage that day, Nori, like he's still upset.
Nah, if I'd have had 5 more minutes, he would have been on there. Real talk,
That's what Willie would dig, man. Let us know the first time you met Jay-Z.
The first time I met Jay-Z, it was back in, I want to say 88 maybe. There was, like in the early 80s or mid 80s, like, my name was popping in Brooklyn for battling people.
Of course.
But there was one dude whose name was bigger than mine. This guy named Jazz.
Jazzo?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like, he was more popping. And then to top it off, to make matters worse, dude around the corner from me, Fresh Gordon, they had a Gordy Groove record. Fresh Gordon did a mixtape with Jazz, and I live around the corner from him. So I'm like, you gonna get a Marcy cat when I'm right here?
Now you from Fort Greene or no?
No. I'm from off Lewis Ave, like 2 blocks from Roosevelt Project.
Okay, cool.
In West Side. So I'm like, you go get the Marcy cat instead of dude right around the corner. So now I'm really pissed. I'm like, me and this Jazz dude gonna have to battle. We're gonna have to battle. So
you don't have a Wine Sophia, none of that out at this time.
No. This is like neither one of us had deals.
Okay.
Neither one of us had deals.
Okay.
And it just never happened. Like I tried to find a Jazz. It never happened.
Right.
Then here I am. I do have records out, and I get a call from the Shirt Kings.
Oh,
and
the Queens.
Yeah. And they say, yo, we want you to do a mixtape at Gordy crib with Jazz. And I'm like, well, if it's a battle, yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm making records now, but that shit still was eating me up, know.
So you saying back then, battling was like more important than even getting on a record with a person, like actually battling the MC?
Well, I mean, getting on the record with a person was great too. But like I said, this was something personal. I mean, I love Jazz now, and I have a lot of respect for him, But I mean, this was something personal then. So it was like, we can do it if we battle.
Okay.
And then when I get there to Gordy crib, he's like, nah, listen, Jazz ain't with EMI no more, so we just wanted to, do something, maybe y'all do something together, what I'm saying, where he can, really shine and whatnot, we, get the brother a new deal.
Right.
So I was like, all right, cool.
Okay.
And then Jazz asked me, yo, can my man rhyme on it?
Right.
And I'm like, I don't care.
This is he fast, Jay.
So we did the joint, me, Jazz, and Jay-Z. And then afterwards, dude from the Shirt King, he was like, yo, you think maybe you can take Jazz up to Cold Chillin' and maybe try to get him a deal, something?
Cold Chillin's the record label for your young boys. Go ahead, continue.
So I told him, yo, I mean, to be honest with you, I kind of like the skinny, light-skinned nigga better.
Talking about Jay-Z.
Talking about Jay-Z.
Right.
And, from that point, me and Jay got hooked up, and, like, I was trying, I tried my hardest, to get him, a deal with several different labels, just things just didn't work out, but lucky dude was smart enough to, figure out a way to do it on his own,
Yeah, but let me just interject for 1 second. Big Daddy Kane is the first guest that came with their own corkscrew. Goddamn! Make some noise!
That's some real drink champ shit.
That's when you know you're just a classy guy, man. Listen, man.
You wouldn't expect anything less.
I wouldn't. Listen. In my mind, you was gonna drink Dom Perignon, so I still got 2 bottles of Dom Perignon just in case you want to reminisce. What is? I'll get back to the Jay-Z thing later, but okay, you wrote The Vapors, correct?
Yeah.
For Biz Markie.
Like, okay. Come on, guys. We need everybody to shut the hell up, please. So look.
This is prior to you having your own records, is it?
Yeah.
Because that's how I heard. I heard that that's how you kind of got on. Like you was writing for Biz and Roxanne Shante. But was Biz like the first record that you wrote for that blew up? Was it The Vapors? You got The Vapors. You wrote The Vapors, nigga?
It was now first was some of Nobody Beats the Biz.
Nobody beats the Biz. Nobody beats the Biz.
Like Biz came to me, he was like, yo, I got this. He told me he's doing the thing like using the Wiz song, and he got this flow that he wanted to be like, a zigga 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 zigga. He was like, let it flow like that, and just put something together. So that was the first.
And you knew that? You knew you could think like somebody else Like, cause that's what.
Well, I mean, I was pretty much around Biz most of the time.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Were you already
And
Juice
I knew,
Crew? Like, you're already Juice Crew at this time?
Nah. Biz, you know, he was Juice Crew, but not me.
Right.
You know.
So how'd you meet Biz?
I met Biz through this here cat in Long Island. This dude in Long Island named Wayne was dating my cousin Nicki. And whenever he'd be around, he'd always be telling me about this dude named Biz Markie D. Biz Markie D this, Biz Markie D that, you know, such and such and such. So one day he came, because my grandmother lived right across the street from the Albee Square Mall. So
I got my first gold fronts from Albee Square Mall. Throw that out there.
All right, yes sir.
Yeah.
In the basement?
Yep.
There you go.
We up with the frames too.
Yeah.
A bunch of Fort Greene niggas took me there.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Farragut,
Yeah.
we got Troy Outlaw, my people from Farragut. I'm sorry.
No. You gotta mention that. Gotta do that. Yeah. But I mean, you know, this time, you know, he's like, yo, my man Biz is in the mall. Yo, he was just beatboxing too and all this here stuff. I'm like, he in the mall right now? So I'm like, let me meet him. But I'm like, I need you to understand something. After the day, when I eat his ass up, from now on, you go to this Biz Markie D dude and you tell him about MC Kane.
Right.
So we went over there. I asked Biz to battle. We battled. And after the battle, Biz was like, yo, you dope, man. You should get down with me.
Right.
If you get down with me, I promise you, man, we're going to make a record one day, man.
And Biz is big at this time? Or
Nah.
he's just locally big?
No, matter of fact, Biz wasn't even down with the Juice Crew then. Yeah, he was actually just rocking with the Mike and Dave cats, doing parties in like Harlem, BX, and Long Island. Yeah.
Wow. So now let's take me in the mind frame of the Vapors. Did somebody shit on you and you wanted to just get them back into music?
I had nothing to do with that. All that was Biz's idea.
Oh, word?
The whole thing was Biz's idea. Like Biz was like,
so you wrote it with him in mind, like when you were writing it?
No, he came with
Biz
the
told
outline.
me, yo, remember you was telling me that story about, you know, your family member, whoop-de-whoop? You should write about that, you know? And he was like, and talk to Cool V, talk to Swan, you know, like you know, and, you know, I just talked with them and, you know, they told me different stories about, you know, cats that try to play them but been sweating them down, you know?
So who came up with the actual word Vapors?
Biz. Like, and it came up one day in the Albee Square Mall.
Yo, I could play Biz in a movie, right? Keep it real.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
Listen, they was doing the Juice Crew movie. I was like, yo, I play Biz. I think I could do Biz. I don't know why.
But real talk, though, on another note, though, I think that you are a hell of an actor. Real talk. You did a great job in Paid in Full.
Let's get a joint going. Now, what is this? What kind of red wine is this? It describes it. It's some sexy shit, Kane.
It's called Clio. It's a Spanish red. It's I believe 70% Monastrell, which is a Spanish grape, and 70% Spanish cab.
Very sophisticated.
Spanish
I mean,
cat?
it's 30%. Excuse me, 30%.
You said Spanish cat?
Cab.
Oh,
Cabernet.
Damn, look at
Cabernet.
we got Tiger Bone over here, baby.
We got some cats, Chinese cats.
So, all right, you guys, you write the Vapors, the song blows up. Let me ask you a question even before I go into depth with that. How come Biz is looked at like a real MC and Drake isn't?
I don't know. I mean, you know, it's like, here's my thing, which I've always tried to explain. It's like, you know, once you cross that line, you sign that paper,
right?
You know, you cross that line.
What you mean?
Well, I mean, it's like, you know, on the street, you're an MC. But once you sign that
Record
paper,
label.
you start making records, you're an artist.
You're
now.
gonna be produced.
You know, so it's really where you want to go with it.
That was deep.
You know? I mean, with me, I've always tried to walk a fine line and do a little bit of both. As an artist, I try to make music for men and women, you know, touch of R&B and keep the hood shit as well. But also spit, battle cats, and do real MC shit. You know, I always try to walk that fine line.
R-A-W.
But, I mean, it's like for someone like Biz is an artist who makes, you know, some of the most funniest records that make you enjoy life. You know, so I mean, with Drake doing the same thing, and if he does have cats writing for him, I have no problem with that. I mean, I think that makes him a great artist.
Because I don't look at Biz no less than an artist. I don't look at Eazy-E. Eazy-E actually said on the record, he said, Ice Cube writes the rhymes that I say. And for some reason, it didn't bother me. But for
Dre never wrote his
rhymes.
Stuff,
I found that was even a dope one with Puff with I don't write rhymes, I write checks.
Yeah. So how come these people don't tick off the average fan, but Drake does. You think it's because Drake is so high at the level, like you got to experience to be that the only guy at one point. Do you think that's the reason why Drake is receiving so much slack?
Nah, probably because he's a sex symbol.
He was a sex symbol too.
That's my point.
God damn it. God damn.
You know what I'm saying?
God damn.
You know, when a dude can imagine you knocking his chick down, y'all not gonna be friends too long.
You made it hard for them light-skinned niggas out there. Let's make some noise for the light-skinned niggas out there struggling. Can't even shutting light-skinned people down.
But did Biz ever say, like, I'm the illest MC? Did he ever, like, was that ever his thing that he put out there?
Nah, I mean, he may have said it like, rhyming, off the dome.
Right.
But I mean,
Because I think that might be the difference between a dude that considers himself an MC, a battle MC, versus just being a good overall artist. Some of them are going to put themselves out there that way.
Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of cats out here that's making amazing music that I think are great artists. And I mean, I don't think that they should be looked down upon because, they have writers. But at the same time, if that's your thing, then I don't think that you should be considering yourself, a real MC.
Yeah,
take the title of rapper. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with rapper. That's real. That's real. Okay, so now, we talked about the Vapors. So now, okay. So after the Vapors come out, right? Are people checking for you now because they know you? Like, is it word of mouth that they know you wrote this record? So is that like?
Not really. I mean, I think like down the line, people, found out that I was writing, for Biz and some of the stuff for Shantae. That came like down the line.
And those records took off immediately when they came out?
Yeah.
You got Vapors.
Yeah, they
So how the Vapors start off? Come on, one of your old niggas tell me.
Can you feel it? Nothing to say. Yo, let me tell you, we was in the mall, walking around the mall, and this here bad chick that I had been trying to, get at for a long time in high school. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So that type of thing. Okay. And Biz, you know how silly Biz is. Right. He behind her, just walking around, just making up stuff like Superman drove over skyscrapers. This girl here, she caught the vapors. And he just kept saying stuff like that behind. And I'm like, what the hell is you talking about? She caught the vapors. He just kept saying it, and that's when he started it and then told me it would be a dope song.
Can you feel it? Nothing can save you, because this is the season. Come on,
I'm the DJ. I play the DJ. I know the record.
All right. We're gonna go through some Kane rhymes today, goddammit. So now, all right. So when was the actual move where you actually felt like, okay, I'm making progress to getting on? Like, because you just said like people didn't really take notice of you writing the records.
Let me see, what was it? It began with Nobody Beats the Biz.
Nobody Beats the Biz.
Which was before the Vapors, actually.
Okay.
The day that Biz bought the beat, he was going, I think, to another record store to get the Steve Miller Band part for it. So he asked me to roll it. I'm like, yo, I got a test today, man. I can't, fuck with you right now. So he went on and went to the store, and I went to school. But after school, I took the train to Marley Crib in Queens. And when I got there,
was it Queensbridge, Marley Crib?
Astoria,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He's blowing up.
Yeah. But when I got there, Biz wasn't there yet. So, with Marley, he like cracked the door with the chain on it and was, like, yo, Biz ain't here. I'm like, well, I was supposed to meet him here. And he's like, he ain't here. I'm like, I rode the train all the way from Brooklyn.
Did you know who Marley Ma was at the time or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd been there before with the Chiz Crib. But he was like, your Biz ain't here. I don't know what to tell you, money. Yeah. No doubt. I'm like, well, look, these are the rhymes he's supposed to say today. Just let him know I came through. Then he was like, you writing Biz stuff? I'm like, I wrote that, And he took the chain off and was like, yo, how this go? And I was like spitting a little bit of it. He was like, I think he asked me, did I make the music? I was like, nah. And then he was like, yo, come on in. And he invited me in and then like asked me, do I rhyme too? I was like, and I spit something for him. And he was like, yo, let's work on something.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what's the first record you worked on with Mark?
I'll Take You There.
I'll take you there.
Yeah, just joint from that
Come
first
on,
album.
girl. Yeah. Goddamn, I'm getting chills through my body, goddamn. Hold on, goddamn, my notes is going down. What the fuck is going on, goddamn?
Wait, but let's set the, what's the year that this is happening, just so.
This is 87. No. Don't give me like 86 or 87. I can't remember when Nobody Beats the Biz came out. I want to say 87 though. I want to say 87.
Ooh. So it's not even the height yet of Juice Crew, like what they was doing.
I mean, it was pretty much good because we talking about the time of this is during Roxanne's Revenge.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The Bridge. It's a Demo. Wow.
Wow.
So now, okay. So you make that record with Marley. Now, what is the first record that you felt like, wow, I kind of made it somewhere? Raw? Yeah. R.A.W. Terrorist. Here to bring trouble. Come on, Paul. Where you at? Come on, Drain. Talk about this your favorite artist. Let's go. I know all Kane lyrics. Let's go, baby. You want a battle? We can lip sync battle right now. I know I'm gonna win. So, Raw. Let's take me to that time frame.
Well, I mean, it's 87. I'm fresh off the joint with Biz, that Just Rhyming with Biz. But yes, y'all, too.
What club is popping? The Limelight?
Quarters, Rooftop,
Quarters,
Union
Rooftop.
Square.
Woo! Go ahead, Kane.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, it was like, we was fresh off that Just Rhyming with Biz, where like, I got a song out, and I'm thinking that, oh yeah, it's on now, because I got this Just Rhyming with Biz joint with Biz, but since Biz started the song off, everybody thought it was Biz record. Ooh. So promoters is booking Biz like yeah, he'll probably bring New Dude with him.
Right.
So I got a song that they playing, on the Rap Attack and on Red Alert, but nobody's booking me. I'm home broke as hell. Right. Listen to my joint on the radio and then go walk 13 blocks to go steal Mrs. Paul fish sticks, because I ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? Right. So that's how it was, and I'm begging Fly Ty, who ran Coaching Records, can I do a song by myself? Can I just do something with just me? Right. He like, it's not time, you need to let this record marinate for a while. Then finally, I guess he got tired of me getting on his nerves, and yeah, I went in like Marley, I was like, yo, my man just gave me this here, this Bobby Bird joint, and I found these here.
Bobby Murder?
Bobby Bird.
Oh, I was about to say, okay.
That's the drums. I'm coming. Yeah. I was like, yo, my man just gave me this here Bobby Bird joint, and I found these here crazy horns from off the Black Caesar soundtrack, And we put the joint together, and that was that.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, hold on, I gotta get my notes. They don't want to make me great. They don't want to make me great right now. Kane got me like the goosebumps and all that. This is real shit, man. All right, so now the Juice Crew, because you just touched on the Juice Crew lightly, right? Now, let's get even deeper. Mm-hmm. That Symphony session. How did that go down? Were y'all cool?
There was the night I did Raw, I took G-Rap to the studio with me.
And how'd you know G-Rap? You just can't say it
just
like
through Juice Crew. I just met G through Juice Crew. Because we was like the two lyrical. Nah.
Okay.
Well, I believe G may have had demo. He may
it's
have
a demo.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But it was like we was the two
lyrical.
lyrical.
G-Rap, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We was the two lyrical dudes in the crew waiting to get our shine. Because everybody else was popping except us. You dig? So we waiting to really get our shine.
So are they looking at you like the two lyrical dudes? Is that the way y'all being looked at the time?
Who else on that record? Craig G and Master Ace, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
So it's like, when I did Raw, Marley brought the beat back and me and G just did a little freestyle off of it. And Marley played it. And a lot of people was demanding, like, yo, play the Raw version with Kane and G on it. So Marley was
wait, time out, sorry. You said it was just first you and G on Symphony?
Yeah. Well, because basically we rhymed on Raw off the beat together, and Marley played it after Raw came out. So people was requesting it, thinking it was a remix. Marley played it for a while, but then he stashed it and was like, yo, look, I need you and G to do the same thing, but for my album. So it's really supposed to just be a song with me and G.
Right.
Then eventually, I guess when Marley was making the track or something, Craig heard it, and I guess told Marley he wanted in. And Marley came to me, and I was like, I like that Duck Alert shit, and yeah, Craig, my dude, yeah, absolutely. So then it was me, G, and Craig. But then the day we was filming the pictures for Marley album cover, after we got through, we went to Marley crib right after the photo session.
Right.
And he was like, this is my new artist, Master Ace. And,
That's Ace from Brooklyn, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Brownsville, yeah. He was like, you want to put him on the song. And I'm like, looking at Ace, I love Ace, but like Ace used to wear these big glasses, right? Okay. So me and G, like, we sitting there like...
You wasn't convinced.
Yo, like, dude, nah. I'm like, yo, let's say we're going to get some pizza and get the fuck up out of here, man. So that was the plan. But I guess we took too long, and Ace got a chance to start spitting. And when
he killed it.
He spit his verse, I was like, yo, Glass is kind of nice, man.
Right,
like, I'm kind of feeling dude,
Right.
So then afterwards, Craig spit his verse, right. And then G came over to me, with that G-rap list, Shit, Glass's verse might be a little bit better than Craig's. So it was like, we was like, we messing with dude. We digging dude, yeah. All right, let's do this. Right. So we did it. But then G-Rap went and he said, like, I don't know, is this like maybe you can tell me, is this like a Queens thing? Because, like, he had like about 150 bars, man. Dude rhymed.
Not being able to count
this is 2-inch era.
Yeah, 2-inch. Oh, God,
you know what I'm saying? This is 2-inch era.
We talking about the real.
15 minutes. Yeah. And dude ran the reel off. No, I'm dead serious. I'm not joking. He ran the reel off. Right. So I'm like, I'm not going there. Right. So G had to cut his rhyme.
Right.
Just so I can even fit my verse on.
Right. Now, what was the problem with you and Rakim? What was the? It was a.
Honestly, to this day, I would love to know.
Right.
Because I never had a problem, with Rakim, okay. And me and Eric B was like this.
Right.
Right. When I bought my first house, Eric B had a set of keys before I did. Because I was in LA filming something.
Wow.
So me and Eric was cool.
Right.
I guess it was the type of thing where people just wanted to know who was better. So they would push to try to get us to better.
Were they trying to compare you guys' styles together? Like, because y'all both laid back and lyrical?
I think it's just really a lyrical thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think Kane is lyrical. I think Ra is lyrical. Yeah. But who's better?
Right.
That type of thing.
Right.
Competitive thing, which to me is hip hop.
Right.
So, I can understand them wanting to see that.
Do you when you see like Meek Mill and Drake going at it, what do you say? What do you think of things like that?
It's my thing is like this here. Mm-hmm. You keep it on record, it's hip hop. Mm-hmm. You take it off record, now you turn it into a contact sport. Mm-hmm.
Did Kane ever have to slay somebody on the mic?
Yeah.
Who you had to slay, Kane? Let's throw it out there.
On the mic or off the mic?
No, on the mic, baby. Come on, where you going?
I'm saying talking about the contact sport.
I battled, that was my thing, battling.
Right.
So, there was a whole bunch of rappers I battled. Is that your question, or are you asking me like somebody?
No, I'm talking about on wax.
Like, who did you slay?
Nah.
Yeah?
I never had.
Okay.
Nah.
You didn't have time for that?
Nobody wanted me to. Nobody wanted to go that way.
Make some noise for Kane. Oh, God. So now the Slick Rick thing. Who brought this up? Was this EPMD? Who was it? It was.
I think it was.
It was EPMD or Jermaine Dupri. It was one of them. They said Slick Rick.
Oh, the bus thing?
Yeah, the bus. That y'all had beef and Slick Rick pulled out a gun and tried to shoot you. Is this true? I'm saying y'all my heroes, man. So I just gotta act it straight up.
There may be a little truth to that.
What happened? Listen. This is the crazy thing. Listen, right? Right now, if little, curly head and Uncle such and such have beef, we all know about it. But back then, we didn't have Instagram, we didn't have Twitter, right. So it was all word of mouth. So when I'm hearing this, and they was like, man, yo, there's an EPMD episode, and they was like, yeah, you missed a whole bunch of things, and I was like, word, and I had never knew that. I had never heard you go at Slick Rick.
No, nobody went at nobody. It wasn't nothing like that.
So let's just keep it clear. So back in the days, y'all had beef, but it was not on the record. Yeah,
it was some little mild stuff, you know.
Okay.
That gun came into play.
Yeah, it was more or less, I guess, about the tour, an issue about the tour, the LL Nitro tour. You know, there was just a little issue. Nah, it's nothing because it's old news,
okay.
man. You know what I'm saying?
What was the problem over?
Huh?
What was the problem over? Like,
the problem was over the same thing that EPMD was talking about when y'all had him here about the order of the show.
Oh yeah, because you was tearing shit down. Yeah, I seen you before. Let me tell you something about Kane. I know I'm changing the subject, but niggas don't want to go on at the Kane, son. Niggas don't want to come on at the ain't no half stepping.
But I mean,
niggas don't want to come on at.
In all honesty, let me just say this here: Slick Rick had an amazing show, and also he had the club bangers, Mona Lisa, Children's Stories. He had an amazing show, and EPMD. I mean, it was like the energy they brought on stage was phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like these dudes just had like crazy energy. You know what I mean? So for them to like not be doing a lot of movement. Right. You know, they had both of these artists had phenomenal shows.
And scrap, and you turning around.
Yeah, with the dances.
You hitting the wall. You doing all that. Like, Kane, you give him a show. Keep it real, Kane.
Oh, no,
you
absolutely.
give him a show.
But I mean, you know, I came from a different perspective. I think me and you had this conversation over in London before. Like I was saying, like, I'll tell you that, like, you know, Dougie Fresh came to one of my shows, and, you know, he saw me perform, and, like, we smashed it. This is at The World.
Okay.
Downtown? We did a show, and Dougie saw me smash it. And I'm asking him, like, what you think? And, you know, Doug is, you know, he's, you know, I mean, you know, it was all right, you know, but, you know, I thought that you could have. And
She's
you know,
the
in
world's
my
greatest
mind,
entertainer.
Yeah, but I mean, but it's like after I know I just rocked it, I'm in my mind. I'm like, yeah, old school ass nigga just hated it. That's what's up, dog. That's what's up. But then he was like, yo, won't you come by the crib? You know, let me show you something. So we go by, you know, his crib, and he pull out these back then I think it might have been Betamax. I'm not even sure what we was rocking then. But videos of Earth, Wind and Fire, Michael Jackson, Pink Floyd. You know,
so y'all studying that?
No, he's showing me what he studied.
Oh, okay.
And explaining how he, you know, transformed that into hip hop. Right. You know, to make it work at a hip hop show. And I'm like, So that next morning, I woke up and bought me a James Brown video, Marvin Gaye, and Barry White. Those are the first three I bought.
VHS you're talking about?
This might be
Betamax is also,
I think this is before VHS,
Okay.
And, you know, and I start, you know, studying them and figuring out different things to do on stage. So you see, my mindset wasn't about how to make the dope hip-hop show. My mindset was about how to make a dope show. And make hip-hop accepted.
Now I got another question to ask. Who's Flat Top ruled in '89? Come on. Blow it up, kid. Blow it up, kid. Yo, let me tell you something. How much you used to pay your barber? Because he had your shit right. Your shit was how you call it in Spanish, perfecto.
Well, you know, it was like, you know, I had a barber, but then also Scoob was nice with the clippers too. So before we go on stage, I can always get, you know what I mean?
Did you have a flat top back then?
Come on, man.
I had a flat top, but my shit ain't come like Kane's.
Chinese hair.
My shit was not like Kane's.
My shit go bloop.
I think I invented the Gumby because my barber was just so fucked up.
You had the Gumby too?
Yeah, I had a Gumby too. I had that. I had a Kwame polka dot, everything. I was a real hip hop kid. You know what I mean? So, you think you perfected the flat top?
I think I may have made it popular by talking about it. You know, because I mean, it was something that I asked for from seeing Larry Blackman from Cameo. So I wasn't the first to have it, you know. And Kid from Kid and Play, his joint was always bigger than mine.
Ultimate joint.
You know, but I think it was just a matter of me always talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like really putting a brand to it. You know what I'm saying?
No, but you were like the hood. Let me say this. You were like the hood. Like you represented the hood. Like when you were doing it, like people from the hood followed what you did. So that's what I'm saying. Like the hood controls the world. So we didn't see the Flat Top from Cameo. Do you think you don't think you just?
No, for the generation. You're talking about for that generation.
Yeah, I didn't watch Cameo on them niggas. Like not really like that. They you know, y'all was my Cameo.
No, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
You.
So now, what was your experience like working with Cold Chillin' in those days? Because Cold Chillin' was damn near like Def Jam.
Def Jam, yeah,
or
for sure.
Like Death Row or whatever. Like you guys was like the first like hood label that it was ran by hood people. So how was that experience?
I mean, it was beautiful. I mean, you know, Def Jam, without a doubt, is you know, like probably the greatest hip hop label ever. But Cold Chillin' was unique because the artist was a crew. You see what I'm saying? Def Jam had a bunch of hip hop artists.
Yeah.
Cold Chillin' had the Juice crew. The artists were a crew.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And it operated that way, and with each one giving off, you know, their different, you know, forms of artistry. You know, like, you know, you had me on the lyrical stuff and the smooth player stuff. You had G-Rap on the gangster stuff, Biz on the comedies, Shantae on the sassy mouth, disrespecting everybody.
You're touching all bases.
You know,
Yeah.
Shan is the wild child, the wild cowboy. You know, yeah, it was like that. Craig G, you know, the baby come up dude. You know,
right. And all of y'all was single artists and then became the Juice Crew, correct? As opposed to like Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang was all
y'all were the crew.
Nah, we were brought in as a, like, you know, as a member of the Juice Crew. You know, because I mean, you know, this was, you know, the Juice Crew is, you know, make no mistake, this is Mr. Magic thing. You know, it wasn't Shan or Shantae thing. It wasn't Marley or Fly Todd thing. This is Mr. Magic thing. You know, so I mean,
I don't think people really
Mr.
know
Magic,
that like
Marley
that.
Ma. Madonna said that on his hat.
Like Shantae is and will forever be, you know, the queen of the Juice Crew. The one, she is the one who made it popular.
Right.
Because she was the first artist to do it on wax.
Throw that out there.
Who did you go to school with?
I went to school with her sister Fastina. For real.
Oh, okay, I know.
Yeah, no. For real.
But yeah, she's the one who put it on wax. You know what I'm saying? Where we all can eat and make money off of it. But you know, I mean, a lot of people don't know.
So she was the first one to like really rep it.
Like
so
yeah, she's
really
the one who made the
was.
Juice Crew blow.
Right. Okay.
So Shantae will forever be the queen of the Juice Crew. Right. But prior to Shantae, and a lot of people don't know this, Jalil from Houdini, Mighty Mike C from the Fearless Four, Melly Mel, Waterbed Kev. These are all members of the Juice Crew that was before her.
Damn, I didn't know that.
You know what I'm saying? Because this was Magic Crew, but they was a part of, you know, his team with radio.
Right.
You know? Shantae started a whole new chapter of the Juice Crew as artists.
Do you think you invented smooth rap? Like rap is just smooth.
Cool as a cucumber?
Like I would say Hov does smooth rap.
I can't say I invented it, but I damn sure made it right.
Okay, goddamn, make some noise for Daddy Kane, goddamn. I think you invented smooth rap, and I think one of the people who are still doing it and perfecting smooth rap is Jay-Z, and he's direct.
Yeah, I think he's direct descendant of Big Daddy Kane.
Of your crew.
You got Madonna on this list?
Yeah, I got Madonna, goddammit. Yeah, I got Madonna. You want to go there right now?
I want to hear that story.
First off, I got pictures with. Is that Madonna?
What? You got pictures?
Is that Madonna and Naomi Campbell?
Mm-hmm.
For real? With the legs spread eagle?
Yeah.
You want to put them up?
I mean, that's on you, baby.
Now, just tell us what.
My job,
how did you end up? Well, we know how it ended up, but you ended up in her book.
Wait, no. The photo shoot. Let's go. What was the photo shoot like, brother? That was Madonna and Naomi Campbell. God damn it.
I mean, the photo shoot was fun. You know, I mean.
Hold on, God.
Oh my God.
Hold on, God. Hold on, God. Everybody see that? For people on REVOLT TV. Hold on, I got one more somewhere.
I
That's
think you
Madonna.
got that poster in your room.
Go ahead, Kane. Talk about it.
Nah, the photo shoot was live. I mean, you know, it was like, you know, music playing, food out and stuff.
What was this for, Playboy?
Nah, it was for her book called Sex.
Oh, so it was for her book?
Yeah.
Oh, Madonna.
Yeah, it was a Madonna book.
Ooh, you the first nigga to knock down Madonna. Give me a high five.
Well, listen. Okay, listen. Hold on.
You gotta give it. Jelly Bonita's got it.
No. Okay. Me and Madonna never had sex. We just took nude photos.
Oh, damn. So it's on the record now.
For real?
Nah, we never had
sex.
No. We just took nude photos. That's all.
Sure?
I think I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Naomi neither? Because you locked down a lot of things, Kane. Like Kane.
Well, them two not on the list,
They're
man.
not on the list.
I mean, and I mean, don't get me wrong. Madonna, you know, she's a beautiful young lady, and more importantly, she was mad cool.
Right.
Because you see, the way we met, that's what the whole, you know, because we met under different circumstances. You know, this wasn't about no sexy, you know, freaky stuff. You know, like the way we met was me, Madonna, and Color Me Bad was visiting hospitals to see, you know.
Color Me Bad.
Yeah. So you see where this is going.
Yeah.
So we visited hospitals with kids like this, you know, sick in the hospital, going to take pictures with them and sign autographs. And you know, these hospitals are like on, you know, on the east side of Manhattan and stuff like this. But while we there, you know, they knew who Madonna was. They knew who Color Me Bad was. But, you know, a lot of kids in the hospital, they didn't really know exactly who I was, you know. Because like, these was like, you know, upper class, you know, white children, you know. And Madonna is sitting there like, you know Big Daddy Kane? Say hi to Big Daddy Kane. He's a famous rapper. Let me hear you say, ain't no have. And I'm like, oh, Madonna know my shit. You know, like, yeah, that was one of them moments for
and
me.
this before
like, wow.
or after you finger popped her? Because clearly.
This is before.
It's before. Because clearly.
Yeah. And you see, I didn't dispute that.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got that.
Clearly his fingers is not
What am I going to lie? Like that's not me?
Let's keep it real.
Was that her idea? Can you please think about it?
Let's keep it real, Kane. Did you smell it? Afterwards, come on. We all smell it.
Nah.
You didn't smell it?
Nah.
Let me show your hands right now.
It smells Madonna.
Oh, it's left over Madonna recipe.
It's like a verse.
Let's make some noise with left over Madonna. Nah, but Kane, let me just tell you, son. Listen, you got two of the baddest women, arguably from two of the best of the both worlds. I would have wore Speedo too, my brother. I'm gonna just throw that out there. Because he definitely got the Speedo on. He's leopard print and all that. That's my nigga.
What are you thinking right there?
Don't you love the way he sneaked those in? You know what I'm saying? It's not a gun shot. You know what I'm saying? It's not a Chinese stuff. It's more like, like a spitball. It's like a spitball.
Nah, you got away with it, my nigga. Hold on, I got another
He
one.
shoot him real greasy, man.
I got another my nigga. Let me tell you something, Kane. Yo, listen, we all looked up to you in the hood, and we was like, damn. Like, in our mind, you said you didn't, but in our mind, niggas is like, yo, you could blow up, you could rap, and you could fuck rich white bitches. Like, this is what we thought in the hood. It was like, oh, shit, Big Daddy Kane, let's just cut our eyebrows. So then we started cutting our eyebrows.
Well, here's to be an inspiration, man.
Yes. Now, Kane, let me tell you how much, yo, Eric, where's that lyric at? Where that lyric at? This how much, oh, niggas done took my Dom? Oh, okay, here, look, because they told me you don't drink champagne or you don't drink it, but I just wanted to give you a bottle of Dom Perignon for me. To you.
No, I appreciate it,
Because
man.
in my mind, I thought we was going to drink champagne because I just be looking at, ain't no half-stepping when you in the ring. Mm-hmm. You in the ring, and I just, in my mind, when they fed you water, it was champagne. Like, in my mind.
Well, I mean, for the money in the record, I do drink champagne. It's just that I prefer wine, but I do drink champagne.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, you know, listen, Kane, I just gotta throw this out there. Every guest that we ever had did a shot of something, right? So, would you like to indulge in one shot? One shot of something. This is what I recommend. This is called Tiger Bomb.
That's semi-herbal.
Yeah, it's semi-herbal. This is no sugar, just in case.
I don't know if it's the right way to sell that one.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, some people be worried about their sugar levels.
Yeah,
this is a Chinese herb.
It's heavy in ginseng and a lot of something else.
Yeah.
I
You take the China. Come on. Yeah, this is your turn.
Fuck, I look like the ginseng.
Yes, you do. Come on. Let's do it. This is Big Daddy Kane. And he been hyped all fucking week. We've been both been hyped.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Kane, there's no outlet for us. Yo, hold on.
I mean, look at the size of these fucking shot glasses.
Come on. We gotta. Yeah. There we go.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, get one more. So Kane, you know, when me and my partner, we sat here and we said, you know, we had a radio show prior to that, but on this radio show we was just playing around, we was bullshit, but we just sat back and said, there isn't an outlet for our people, our older statesmen, our people who put in this work, our people who did what they had to do, and to sit down and be saluted. So we want you to know that this is what we doing tonight. Big Daddy Kane, first off, you raised me, in case you ain't know it or not. You raised me. I'm sure you raised half of these motherfuckers in their room. And if you didn't raise these guys in your room, their parents fucked to your music, and that's why they're here right now. So you raised them indefinitely. So I indirectly, because I just want to say, Big Daddy Kane, you should be saluted every day of the motherfucking year.
Yeah.
You're a Virgo. We're gonna get into that later. September 10th, correct?
Yes, sir.
That day should be Big Daddy Kane fucking holiday. You should do whatever the fuck you want to do on that day. You should be able to piss on your boss' feet and just come to fucking work and just do whatever the fuck you got to do. But I don't know if you know, this is how we do it, Kane. This is Eye to Eye. This is Tiger Bone. This is Drink Champs motherfucking shit. And this is to Big Daddy Kane. All you motherfuckers. It's not good at all.
Nah, they gotta burn. Hard boy, but it's smooth though. It went down smooth.
Of course he would say it's smooth.
No, Kane, I'm growing up.
Yes, sir.
I'm following you. I'm a kid. How do I become a smooth operator?
You know, lots of times I talk to the youth about their career, and it's like I always try to tell cats, you know, that, you know, you got to give your fans you. You cannot follow the trend, you know, because trends come and go. So when that trend is gone, you're gone, because you was a part of it. There was nothing special about you. There was nothing special that made them, you know, try to dissociate you from whatever the hell else was going on. You have to be somebody that's unique. Give them something original, something where they gravitate to what you do, what you represent. You know what I'm saying? That's something I've always thought was important in an artist. You know, I mean, you got to give them something special. You know, and I mean, in all honesty, I feel like you've done that.
Right.
You know,
thank you.
I don't think, you know, that you were cut out to be the smooth dude. You were cut out to be what you are. Exactly. And you wear it well. You wear it well.
Thank you, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's make some noise for me. Can you make some noise for me? Yo, twin, you over here. Listen, you wait. Yo, twin, you coming? Look, listen. I'm sure you was made off a Big Daddy Kane record. I'm sure your parents, this is how you got here. This is my man Twin. He had a fatal accident, but he's good. Not fatal, excuse me. Sorry.
Damn,
you know Big Daddy Kane? God damn it. You serve some love to Big Daddy Kane. Look, he got us popping Dom Perignon, Twin. He got us popping Dom Perignon. Yeah, here, come get a glass, and that's about it. You only get one. We're gonna keep you moving. You shot a Tiger Bone? Hold on. When Kane take his second shot. Yeah, take a shot of that Dom.
Let's not advance that.
No, but seriously, I don't know who really go to movies and like really focus on scenes that deep. But I mean, you know, when I was watching Paid in Full, I'm watching a lot of the people that had little cameos and little spots in there. And I mean, like, yo, that scene with you,
you,
I mean,
I made it all up.
Yeah, but the whole thing is that you stayed focused and you made your presence felt. You know what I'm saying? You didn't just fall back and just be a part of the script.
No.
You made your presence felt. You know what I'm saying? You came across on camera great, man. Like, yeah, I'd love to see more shit like that, man.
Now, speaking of movies, you did the Posse movie. How was that experience? Cause that was like when we thought like, damn, Kane never coming back. Cause that was like a Hollywood, like that was
all-star cast.
Like that was an all-star cast.
Yeah.
We looking like Kane never coming back. Like so.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like, you know, I enjoy doing it. It was the type of work that I wanted to do because I didn't want to be on the big screen being a rapper or being a thug. Because I mean, you know, you done see me do that in a video. You done heard, you know, it's like that's the music life. You know what I'm saying? If we act, then let's act. You know what I'm saying? Let me do something out of character.
Separate yourself from who you are. Like
yeah. So having to, you know, speak in a period voice and, you know, ride horses, you know. I mean, I thought that was beautiful, and I mean, I enjoyed that opportunity. Big ups, much respects to Mario Van Peebles for giving me the shot. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you one thing though, that shit was a culture shock like never before.
What you mean by that?
Like,
Hollywood?
I mean, the set.
Oh, the set life.
Right.
Like, you know, I mean, where you from?
Well, Miami.
I mean, okay.
By way of LA.
Okay, well, Queens.
Yeah.
So just like Brooklyn, you know, what we see on day-to-day basis is cat, rat, dog.
Right.
We come out of the house, that's wildlife for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, you see a cat and a dog in the daytime, in the nighttime, you see the rats come out.
Right.
That's what we see. You know what I'm saying? Honorable mention to the roaches. But that's really, you know, the extent of it. Bruh, I'm out there messing with tarantulas, scorpions.
Where y'all filmed this at?
Tucson, Arizona.
Oh,
Yeah, the desert.
Yeah, I
Desert.
filmed a horror movie in Tucson, Arizona. It's terrible. I get my head cut off, I fuck and I die. I'm the black guy. I fuck and I die. As soon as I bust, they're like, kill him. I die. I'm 10 minutes. That's it. I'm out of the movie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, King.
No,
I had a moment. I'm sorry.
But yeah,
But
that's
Tucson,
what it was,
Arizona
like,
is crazy.
Woodpeckers.
Snakes.
Bruh, let me tell you something. Somebody asked me one time, like,
You had woodpeckers out there?
Woodpecker.
You had Woody Woodpecker and them niggas? Okay.
my dude, carving on my door every morning 5 a.m. and my dumb ass getting there, opening it up, thinking somebody knocking.
It was a fucking woodpecker.
Real
Woody
talk.
Woodpecker out
Real
there.
talk. Woodpecker. On schedule every morning, 5 a.m. Real talk.
Oh, shit.
Nah, but real talk, let me tell you something. Somebody asked me one time about, you know, like, yo, why you never make like no gangster shit, man? And I was like, you know, because I mean, I
Gangster films they talking about?
No, they talking about gangster records. I never did no gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I spit hard
I felt
lyrics,
like the
but
shit was
not
gangster.
no
I
gangster
feel like the shit was gangster to me.
Nah. It was hardcore, but not gangster. But I mean, you know, I explained to them. I said, well, for one reason, there's a PA girl that worked on the posse said they could pull my card real easy and let everybody know there ain't nothing, that shit ain't true. Because when we was filming, one day we coming off set, my dude, like the people, they over there like telling us to go like this, to walk another way. They whispering. And I couldn't understand what they're saying. This is going on for a few minutes. Long story short, I couldn't take it no more. I'm just like, yo, what? And they said, Rattler. So I just took flight, right? I'm hauling ass.
Snake.
Oh, okay.
Now listen, I'm running, but I'm a man, Norby. You feel me? I'm running, but I'm a man.
Yeah, I got a story like
here's
this.
where it got funky. The PA girl caught up with me and grabbed my wrist, like, you know, save her. And I mean, you know, my dude, you know, yo, I mean, I remember being at a party in Brooklyn where I took a chick and threw her in the speaker while they shooting inside the club. Wow. And I'm standing out there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, the gun, that stuff don't bother me, you know what I'm saying?
Snake is a different thing.
You know?
Nah, I swear to God.
So when she grabbed my wrist, I started punching the shit out of her because she was slowing me down. You know what I'm saying? She was slowing me down. So I started punching the shit out of her hand, you know, to get her off me. Cause like, nah. So yeah, I'm like, nah, the gangster stuff ain't for me.
That's how we got to the...
Now, because we heard stories of you being with like Supreme, Magnetic, the Puerto Rican Supreme from Brooklyn.
That's my dude.
Yeah. So we always heard those stories. So we always automatically thought it was just you. That's not. You saying that's not? Never at all. Nah, you have them videos. I was convinced, Kane. You can't take it back now.
I mean, I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. You know, I'm a nice guy.
That drink red wine.
Yeah, you know.
And finger pop Madonna. Let's make some noise for that. I'm not gonna lie. That's hardcore.
I think we're gonna blow that picture up and put it right here in the story.
I still got it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm putting that in my house. I'm not gonna lie. I said, yo, we interviewing Kane. Like 50,000 of these bitches came through. And then it was like, and I was debating. I was like, that's not Madonna. I thought you and Madonna did a separate photo shoot. I didn't know
Naomi Campbell was in it?
Naomi Campbell. So how'd you not get hard in the photo shoot? Like I would have been hard.
How do you know?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You was already like trained.
I mean, you know, it's like, you know, at a certain point in your life, you just get an understanding about certain things, and you just, I guess, look at life differently.
Yeah, because she got legs straight open. And then the other one is right there. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'd have been all the professional shit. I'd have been like, holy moly, guacamole. I'm just keeping it real, Kane.
All right, well, if you gonna keep it real, I'm gonna keep it real. I mean, it's like this, you know. I'm a Madonna fan, you know what I'm saying? You know, Borderline, Physical Attraction, all them joints, you know. I remember, you know, rocking and watching the videos on Friday night videos, you know. And she's a very attractive young lady, you know. And, you know, Naomi Campbell, you know, she's fine too. But I mean, you know, at a certain point in your life, after you done did so much, you know, and you know, your mentality get a certain way, you know, sometimes you just come to the realization that, you know, the best pussy you ever had is the pussy you never had. And it's so much more fun just thinking about it.
Damn, that's food for thought.
That's it. He gave me another Caesar just now. That shit was so over my head and sharp and deep.
No, I mean, let me break it down to you.
Okay, cool.
Have you ever in your life bagged a fine chick that was, I mean, built amazing, got her back to the hotel?
Dodo bird.
Yeah, whack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just whack.
Dodo bird.
You know? Like giving you them crazy psychotic looks or can't do doggy style or you know, just everything just going wrong. You know what I'm saying?
You saying just don't ruin it.
No. What I'm trying to say is that it was more exciting when you was thinking about it.
That's what I'm saying. Don't ruin it by trying to bag it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. You know.
What's your illest groupie story, Kane? Did a bitch wait outside your door with milk? For some reason, I just feel like that just happened.
My illest groupie story.
A chick just can't wait outside your door with milk.
Inside.
Like Pootie Tang. You never seen that? Like, cause Kane, you was dead.
I guess my illest one would probably be let me see. Oh yeah, probably the LL tour, the same one, the Nitro tour, the Slick Rick. Yeah, the Nitro tour.
I've been on tour with LL. He gives out flowers and roses to bitches. He's cheating by giving out roses. I'm just saying, if you ain't giving out roses, you coming after that. You bitches, you like, what the fuck are you here for?
No, that's
this nigga
fair
just
game.
gave me a rose.
That's fair game. I mean, that might have been what messed me up that night. Who knows?
Okay,
you know what
all right. Let's talk about it, Kane.
I mean, no, because I mean, it was like Russell Simmons actually introduced me to this chick, and you know, she came back to the hotel, and me and Russell and Andre Harrell, I believe, we was by the bar, and she came in, and LL was over there signing autographs, and she went to L. Nah, I'm not telling this story.
Kane, nobody listen to us, Kane.
We have 2.5 listeners.
Yeah, we got 2.5 listeners, and they all in this room. Don't worry about it, Kane. Nobody gonna hear this. Come on.
Oh man.
Everybody give us unreleased shit. Everybody give us good.
Nah, but she went to L, you know.
Change the
name.
name.
I seen them, they chopping it up. Oh, it's too late now. they chopping it up and whatever. And like I seen L like pinch her cheek or something like that. And then she walked over to the bar to me. Now, my problem with that was...
Did you have a Kango on?
Nah, my problem was that it's like this here. You're supposed to come meet me at the room. So after L shot you down, you're supposed to go to the elevator. For you to come to the bar, that lets me know that you saw me all this goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? And just choosing in front of me. You know, okay, so it's like, all right, cool. So we get upstairs, we get it popping. And, I'm into what I'm doing, and, it turned into, one of them type of things where, I decided to get my R. Kelly on, And
it's BB. I feel like
let's go.
Golden
Kane.
shower.
Let's go, Kane. You peed on the bitch?
It
just felt good. It just felt natural.
You had to go. So.
Listen, I gotta pee right now, so I know how you talk about it. Look. So,
I think this is the only explanation for the R. Kelly.
Let's just make some noise and pee on the bitch.
I'm assuming she liked it. She liked it.
It's like, when I was young, man, I did a whole bunch of wild stuff, man, crazy stuff, man. There's even been situations where, like, several people I had to go back and, not had to, I just wanted to. I went back and, like, apologized for a lot of crazy stuff I did, Because, I'm 49 now, I'm married.
God bless you.
And I love my life, I love my family, and it's like, I just look at things differently now.
That's why we reflected on old shit.
Yeah, you live and you learn.
Back then, I was buck wild, real crazy.
Back then you knocked some shit down, Kane.
Oh yeah.
I was a little nigga. You was the man in '88. I was born in '77. That means like roughly like I was 9 or 10. Woo! I was on Ralph McDaniels every day. I said, damn, man, he had the 4-finger ring. Woo! The 4-finger ring. How you finger pop with a 4-finger ring back then?
It's an expensive finger pop.
I don't think I've ever tried that, man.
No, because let me tell you something. Because finger popping was like in style back then. Like niggas ain't even you wanted to dry hump and finger pop. I'm just saying because I was like 10. I don't know. How old was you, man?
What? I was probably like 13.
In '88? Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Drain, how old were we?
How old were we? Damn. 12. You was bookkeeper?
12. Well, no, it was the same age. You're only 1 year younger than me, brother.
You're like 2 years old.
Not at all.
You're 43.
42.
All right, I'm 40. Yeah,
okay, 2 years.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, goddamn it. we lost sidetrack. What the fuck? Butch Rock is calling me? Hold on. Oh,
Butch Rock wants to talk about finger popping.
Yeah, finger popping is still popping. Big up to Capone.
What the fuck?
No, listen, back in the days, Capone used to finger pop everything. Like, I never knew what you got out of that.
Where are you going with this?
I'm just saying, back in the days, this is like 97, like he used to go to the club and he wants to finger pop a bitch. Like, I never really got, like I get, like, in a moment, like, I'm finger popping you right before I fuck, but he would finger pop in public. Like, just...
That's
like,
probably his thing,
man. And they be like, peace. And then just be showing niggas the whole night. Just put his finger in niggas' face. Be like, oh my God. Like, Paul, stay away from me. I'm sorry. The finger popping, it brings back memories. I'm sorry. All right, damn, I got notes.
Now, hold on. Can we go back to the Biggie, Tupac, coming out on stage with you? Your relationship with Pac.
Right.
And Big, like, can you talk about that? Like,
let's go Pac first.
Yeah.
I've known Pac since he danced for Digital.
Right.
Like, that's how we first met. When I brought Digital
on the road.
Yeah, on my Chocolate City tour, and we got cool there. And he told me that he coming out with his own stuff as a solo artist, and he told me it's not gonna be like this Digital stuff. I'm got a whole different direction. He spit for me, and dude was nice. So I've known him since then. Biggie, on the other hand, I never really had a relationship with. We've been around each other, I think, maybe like twice. But there were several phone calls that we had. I guess like certain career decisions that he was making, and Mr. C would call with him on the line, and we chop it up. And he tell me what's going on. I guess just ask me what do I think, my view on it or whatever. So that's really our relationship over the phone. We never really kicked it, But I've always respected both of them, admired them as artists, and just looked at their deaths as sad losses for hip hop and the world.
During when they were going, the rivalry part, did you speak to any of to Pac? Since you
I spoke to I spoke to Pop, but it was brief, and it was kind of interrupted by more East Coast, West Coast drama. Because it was like a conversation we started on an airplane, and by the time we got to Death Row Studio, you know, somebody presented him with some more drama about.
They was trying to sign you, wasn't Death Row trying to?
Yeah. This was that time. This was that time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This was that time. You know, we was talking about it, and I guess I was trying to, you know, make him understand, you know, what it was, and it seemed like I was getting through. But then, you know, as soon as we got to the studio, here come cats talking about, yo, Mobb Deep and Lauryn Hill was on I think MTV, Yo MTV Apps or something like that. They was trying to play you. They was saying such and such. And, you know, they fueled it up, right it back up again.
And you in that studio?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn, Kane, you got so much goddamn history.
Right.
We definitely need a Big Daddy Kane Day. All right? September 10th?
Let's do it.
Are we declaring it on Drink Champs
I think we
right
can make
now?
it happen.
September 10th. It's Big Daddy Kane Day. You just gotta cut your eyebrows. Come outside.
If you can pull out the high top, do it.
Pull out the high top. Your barber gotta be nice though. Your barber gotta be nice, cause you can't have it. Can a nigga rock a flat top right now on this?
All these kids is doing it.
Yeah, no, I've seen
They
it.
ain't doing the Cane flat top.
Nah, some of them are. I mean, I've
Some
seen
of them got the cane.
They don't call it Kane though. I guess whoever I think it's a popular basketball player that they reference it to now. I forget who, but yeah. I've
Iman Shumpert.
that's what, okay, yeah.
Okay, kids in your game.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, that's how it go. I mean, I have a picture in my house of my pops with one in the '60s. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that Larry Blackman created it. You know what I mean? So.
And this is our engineer Cocaine has. I just want to throw that out.
Respect.
Default.
In the 80s, was cocaine heavy in the 80s?
In hip hop.
In hip hop?
Specifically.
Like, yeah. Studio 54, we heard stories.
I mean, I remember it being like, you know, heavy around the hood, like in the early 80s. Matter of fact, late 70s, early 80s, I remember it.
Because doing coke was like fly back then.
Exactly.
Like it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was a luxury drug.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, the first time I was like really around it, it was in the 90s. Like, I had a party and somebody was doing it at the party, you know. Yeah, that was the first time I was like really around it, you know.
How they was doing it, they was at the party just, whatever, nigga.
Wagata.
Sniffing it up.
They asked could they use one of the bedrooms.
Because he was having mansion parties and shit like that.
Yeah, something like that. But I mean, but you know, I told him, you know, go ahead. But then, you know, what happened was they switched rooms and went into the wrong room. So when I came in there to tell them to leave out of this room, you know, I seen they had their little, you know, little shit on the dresser or whatever, you know. But I mean, but that was my first time like being around it like that, you know.
So what's the best time in hip hop to Kane? What's the most fun you ever had while you was?
I mean, honestly,
was it the finger pop? I feel like the finger pop. It gotta be
That one
top
moment?
3. I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna be honest. I think his fingers still smell like Madonna. I'm just throwing it out there. Go ahead.
Nah, I mean, honestly, my best time in hip hop was probably mid to late 80s. You know, because you had like, you know, so many different artists where nobody really sounded the same.
Nobody sounded the same.
Nobody sounded the
Well,
same.
at least they didn't try to.
You know, yeah.
And then there was a couple copycats, but they just all got
No, it
checked.
never worked when
Yeah.
you copy
And then
the style. You had to be creative.
And then when you go to a party, you know, the most thugged out dudes you know would dance when Ghost Stetzer come on. Rebel Without a Pause, Top Billin'. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn's in the house. When those type of songs came on, he danced.
Milk is chillin'.
Yeah.
It's
And this be the most-
chillin'.
the
What
illest
more
goon
can
in
I
the
say?
club.
Top billing.
Yeah.
That again.
Shout out to Audio too.
And if you understood. I'm a cold man.
You know, I redid that on my album too with Milk D.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like, you know, that's so it's like I just love that era of hip hop because it's like, you know, prior to that was you know, the Run DMC, Houdini, Furious 5, you know, like that era. But, you know, it's like I don't think that that era was like as lyrical as the late 80s. And don't get me wrong, Melly Mel, Kumo D, Grandmaster Caz, those were lyrical beasts.
Right.
But I mean, it was like, it wasn't where like radio and fans, like the hip hop fans, like really focused on the lyrics like that, like they were in the late 80s. Like where like, you know, you whack, we don't even want to listen to you. You know what I'm saying?
But how did those guys accept you back then? That was an interesting point that you just brought up. You named all the legends who came before you. Like right now, we're dealing with a time that these young guys are the guys. They are the guys. They are they are the chosen ones for now.
Right.
But they actually look down on my generation. You know what I'm saying? So how was it for you when you was the guy? Was the people prior to you looking down on you guys, in your opinion?
Well, I mean, you know, of Melly Mel, Melly Mel was in the beginning, but then we ended up becoming real cool.
Okay, big up to Melly Mel, just seeing them again.
But I mean, you know, it's like, you know, with Mel, you got to understand that and respect it.
Right, because he feels like he kind of pioneered it. And
I mean, it's not about him feeling that way. He did.
He did. Okay.
You know, I mean, what Hollywood created, Melly Mel perfected. You know what I'm saying? If there wasn't a Melly Mel, me, you, and everybody else would have been on the mic, you know, come on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Melly Mel perfected MCing. He made it what it is. You know what I'm saying? He is the architect of MCing, Melly Mel.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you got to understand for him to not really get his, you know, proper respect. And I said, of course he's going to be bitter. So it's understable. You
big
know?
up Melly Mel over here on Drink Champs. We big up
Love
Melly
you,
Mel.
We need Melly Mel on Drink Champs.
No. I just see, I went to Mass Appeal and I think they hired Melly Mel to perform for their staff, and it was out. It was crazy for me to like just see him. He go and he still, you know, the hip, the hop, that he still do that and destroys it. Like, and he'll take it to different generations. He'll sing other people's records. It was amazing.
Nah, forget that.
Yeah.
With them tight pants on, he still do all that leg crossing stuff and drop down on the floor and go, rah! Hold that. Well, that's the realest thing. Like Mel.
And he in shape too. He knocked you the fuck out. Mel will knock you the fuck out.
But I mean, Mel, you know, but like Mo D, I guess Mo D thing was pretty much more personal with him and LL. So when me and him met, you know, we broke bread and we was cool. And with me and Grandmaster Caz, it was the type of thing where, you know, I let Caz know that I'm a student of him, that everything I do lyrically, I owe to him. You know,
I don't think Caz gets enough recognition, actually, to be honest with you.
Caz is so incredible. Like, I mean, and that goes back to one of the first questions you asked me, Tony T. When I was first started, my name was Tony T. Like, I thought I was killing it. I had something like I'm the Tony, the Tee. Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see. I know the tricks and I know the trades and I'm sharp as a motherfucking razor blade. I thought I was killing it. And then my man played this joint for me, and Caz is on there talking about Grandmaster Caz, captain of the four. Another nigga couldn't touch me if he had a rhyme store. Even if he had a plant manufacturing rhymes, he couldn't make them no better than I make mine. I'm like, you know what? I ripped my whole notebook up and started my life over, you dig? For real.
Hold on 1 second, I got a beat.
I got it. I'm after you. Go ahead. I'm after you.
Is it a break right now?
No. I want to talk to you. This is what I want to know. What the fuck were y'all drinking in Brooklyn that y'all were spitting, the cadence that y'all was spitting? Like, I'm in Miami, and now when we reflect back, y'all was doing double time ahead of that being the trend.
Well, that really started in Harlem with Mo D.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That really started in Harlem with Mo D. With that, I'm the super making money, making earthquake. I forgot how the rhyme go, but yeah, that real fast rap really started with Mo D in Harlem. But I mean, it's like, you know, in Brooklyn, I think that the whole cadence and everything that you hear from a lot of Brooklyn MCs, speaking of myself, Jay-Z, Biggie, Fabulous, it's that it's that pimp shit. Because it's like, just the way we viewed stuff. Like Master D having a party. Master D jamming. You're going to get your V-neck sweater, your double knit V-neck joint, your mock neck to throw up under it, some jeans with the permanent crease, and your British
permanent
walkers.
Crease, baby.
Yeah. And your British walkers, and that was that player shit that we wore. That's how we come into a party.
Right.
That's like a hip hop party. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that type of thing where it's like, we looked up to the dudes that's talking shit in the barbershop or in the pool hall, the pimps on the corner. Mm-hmm. So that it was that type of slick lingo that we appreciated and respected. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like that type of lingo and I think that's what really defined a lot of Brooklyn MCs and made them a lot different than other, artists from different boroughs,
Straight up.
Now, speaking about that, I sent you at a couple of players' balls back then. What the fuck was we doing in the players' ball? I thought I was a pimp for a week.
Now, you done tried to...
Yeah, I tried.
You done tried to get me to admit to being a gangster, so how you think this gonna work out for you?
I'm just saying.
Good luck.
We did see each other at the players' balls a couple
And
of
I enjoyed your company.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. And we was drinking champagne then too, wasn't we?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, like, how is Kane just connected to all these worlds, like, in the most respectful way? Like, you're just connected to the illest shit.
I mean, it's like, I move around. I'm I guess what you can call a soul searcher. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can vibe off of energy, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I love positive energy.
I love positive energy too.
Positive energy might be in a room full of pimps with loud ass suits on. But they in there buying each other champagne, talking shit to each other, having a good time,
I agree with
It
you.
might be that type of situation.
I agree with you.
It might be a function that a bunch of women are having where they're talking about how women can become leaders and have higher positions and jobs. And it's a bunch of black women just talking about that, trying to build something positive. But I love positive energy, man. I love it, man. I love it.
I'm not gonna lie. I know exactly what you mean because I was never a pimp, but I took a liking to Juju. I took a liking to Pimp and Ken. I took a liking to Bishop. I took a liking to all of them, and they took a liking to me. So they would invite me to these events, and I would come. So one day, I just actually tried to actually be a pimp. Like, so I actually had my gold cup. And I went to this white girl, I said, bitch, choose. And she said, I'll choose you. I said, oh, shit. I didn't. I had no idea what to do after that. And then everybody, all the pimp niggas is like, yo, Nori's sending it to me. I'm like, relax. I know she done chose. I know I'm supposed to do something. I had absolutely nothing to do. After she chose, but come on, I'm on the road. I'm doing 50 nights, But so my pimp career didn't last.
You went into your pimp career?
Yeah, it didn't last a long time. No, because I used to go to the players' ball. They gave me the cup. They gave me the players' card. You had to be a real player to get a players' card. Did you have a players' card with the gold players' card? The dog
with the green letters,
yeah, the green letters. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Look, I ain't gonna front. At one point, I went to get my card back. I was like, yo, look, I'm not really but they accepted me. So I respected the culture, Pimp and Ken.
No, a lot of them dudes is cool dudes.
Juju.
Like Juju, yeah. Juju's real good dude, man. Him and Good Game.
Good Game. I'm gonna say good time.
Yeah. Good Game, yeah.
Good Game home or Good Game still?
I don't think so. I think he's still down. I believe.
Wow.
I could be wrong, but I think he's still down.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I don't know if you met Kenny Red from Vegas.
Kenny Red, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of them dudes, they real good dudes, man. And Bishop, that's my dude.
Nah, great guy.
Funny as hell, But I mean, yeah, there was a time in my life where I had to really sit and reflect on something that he told me. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's like, I have the utmost respect for Bishop.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
So, but it was nothing like Kane pimping or nothing. Okay, I'll move on. I got the answer, okay?
You gotta relax.
I gotta relax. Okay, now, all right, back in the days, this is before you met your wife, right? I heard you smashed a female cop at a concert. Is that true? Like in your limo? This is what I'm saying. This is people
This is what the internet is telling me.
This is the internet. That you was at a concert, female pulled you over, and you pulled her over.
That's a lie, man. That's never happened, man.
Okay, all right, cool. I got it.
It was at an autograph signing.
That's awesome.
Oh my God, man. Yo, so do you look at your life and like my new EP is I want to title it My Life Dope. Do you ever look at your life and be like, yo, my life, like the shit that you accomplished, like coming from nowhere and just say, the shit I did, it's just dope.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I mean, to be honest with you, it's the final chapter that makes me happy.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's like, when I was younger, I did a lot of crazy stuff. And it was fun, for the moment.
Right.
But then after a while, like how we were saying the thing about, the best is the best, never had, like how we were saying that. I mean, it's like, it was fun for the moment, then it get boring. But now, you know what I'm saying, being able to wake up, I got a 4-year-old that be having me on the floor playing with Transformer dolls and
the Transformer still came?
My 4-year-old.
They got new ones.
No, I'm saying.
They got new joints.
I didn't know they got Transformers still. I thought it was Pokemon and shit like that.
Nah. I'm on the floor playing with Transformers with my 4-year-old and Avengers characters and doing stuff like that and my wife talking to me about dinner and showing me stuff online that she want to order for the house and all that stuff. I mean, it's like that's the thing that that you want to. That's how I want to. That's how I want to live. These final days out. I want to live them out like that. I dig that.
Well, let's not say your final days, Kane, because you're gonna live forever. That's what the fuck we predicted on Drink Champs, and that's what the fuck we.
Well, I mean, I once said on a song, I may die one day, but my rhymes will remain like a hieroglyphic. So yeah, I know I'm here eternally. But I'm just saying that, I'm just saying this here flesh. For however long this here flesh, Allah willing.
Do you go to Costco's? Huh? You go to Costco's?
Oh yeah, I'm an executive member. I come up with that.
I love Costco's. I'm playing my day.
What you call it, Costco's?
Costco's, nigga. He understood what I'm saying. He know I'm dyslexic. Kane fucking with me.
Are there any Big Daddy Kane regrets?
Probably that I didn't fuck Madonna. I don't know.
I regret it for you.
That's exactly my regret.
I don't know. But it's like this here. It's like the equation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like, when you're looking at that, what the answer is. Right. That's what's important. And what the answer is what my life is now. And whatever it took to get it to where it is now, I don't know.
It was all
man.
worth it.
Right.
Having regrets might change or alter something.
Right.
And I may not have the family I have. So no, I'm not gonna, say that I have regrets.
When you was at the top, because like very people can see, like I've had success in hip hop. I've never had the type of success that you had, like being the only guy at that top of that minute. And then you have people who follow like a Big, a Jay, a Nas, or whatever. But I've always been like a step behind you guys. Like, was it overwhelming when you was just out there and everybody, I could imagine how much your beeper was ringing because it probably wasn't phones back then. Was it ever overwhelming where you was just like, damn, like you asked for it, you got it, and then you was just like, damn, was it ever like that or no?
Well, I mean, cause yeah, I mean, I'm a private person. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like with me, I like to come around people, spread love, and then go to the comfort of my home.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know, like you.
And you've been like that since then? Like,
yeah, since then. I mean, like I go around the way, sit out on on Lewis and Van Buren, or go over to my peeps crib and Brevoort projects.
Right.
You know, other people over in Brookline or in Canarsie, hang out. You know, buy like a half a gallon of Hennessy. You know, get them maybe like about 2 ounces of weed. Right. You know, and let them do what they do. And sit out there, chill with them, cast it, want it to flow a little, we get a little cipher going, spit something, whatever, And I mean, I might have, a little sip, But it's like, I'm just watching them enjoy themselves, you know what I'm saying? Because these is brothers that I respect and they still in the hood trying to, come up. I want to inspire them, you know what I'm saying? To stay focused, you know what I'm saying? Keep chasing that dream. And then I take my ass home. And then, I break open my fifth of Remy. You know what I'm saying? And, I sit back and I listen to my motherfucking Otis Redding or David Ruffin, the stuff. I'm out there rocking some hip-hop with them. I'm going to come home, I'm throwing some David Ruffin, Otis Redding, some more smooth stuff and just lay back and I'm chilling now. I'm good now. Right. This is my life,
Now, you had a record with Tupac and MC Hammer, correct?
Yeah. Well, there was one with me, Pac, and Hammer, and then there was just one with just me and Pac.
And the one with you and Pac is called?
Wherever You Are.
Yep.
And Hammer was Too Late Player.
Too Late, yep.
Yeah, he used the junior joint, Too Late, yeah.
So
that's crazy.
All right, that Pac, right? That Pac that you knew back then, because you just said earlier, you was like, you knew Pac from running with
those records
Underground.
are pre-Death Row Pac.
Yeah, those songs all happened that same night I'm telling you about it, Death Row Studio.
In L.A.?
That same night.
All so this is when Hammer was signed to Death Row too?
Yeah. This is all that same night.
Wow. Did you ever think that digital underground Pac would have turned into the Death Row Pac? Did you ever?
Nah, because see, you got to understand, it's like Pac spit for me. And when he spit for me, I saw that he had lyrics. And I saw where he was going with it.
The revolutionary side of Pac.
Yeah, I saw that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's like I didn't know exactly where he was going to go with it.
Right.
I mean, it's like, he spit for me, and then, 3 hours later, he's on the stage doing the Humpty dance with
Digital Underground.
With Digital Underground.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't really know where he gonna go. Or
you can't
how
see
it's
it
gonna
yet
be
because he's dancing with Digital Underground.
I don't
it doesn't
know
match up with the lyrics.
Put it like this here.
He kicking some pro
to
black
try
shit
to, like for example, my dancer, Scoob and Scrap.
Right.
To try to imagine Scoob or Scrap doing the same thing I did would be a difficult sight because they've already been seen.
As the background person.
As Scoob and Scrap.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, yep.
So it's like I didn't know how the public would perceive it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that day when you brought Big and Pac both on your stage.
Isn't Scoob on the stage too?
Yeah.
Ryman?
Yeah.
But did you know those two guys would turn into the people they turned into, or you did?
Well, at that point, Pac was already on his way.
Big was an up and comer.
Yeah. Because it was, what happened was, C called me and said, yo,
Mr. C.
Yeah, Mr. C.
Which is really how we all, like in Miami, how we heard this freestyle. He put it on a mixtape, and we all heard it around the world.
Well, I mean, the reason why anybody heard it is because of Mr. C, because he was smart enough to record the show that night.
Right, which
we was on the
big up to Mr.
Budweiser
C.
Superfest.
Yeah, the Budweiser Superfest.
You understand me?
That's a Fat Joe game.
We on the Budweiser Superfest.
Madison Square Garden.
Every night we on stage with Patti LaBelle, Gerald Levert, MC Light, Silk. I mean, it's a lot of, I think BBD, a lot of major artists every night. But that particular night, C decided to record.
That's crazy.
He hadn't recorded none of them other ones. He recorded that night. So the rest of the world heard it thanks to Mr. C. Matter of fact, let's give Mr. C a shout.
And it's on vinyl. I got it on vinyl too.
You got it on vinyl?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Take kids, put it on vinyl.
He called me and was like, yo, Big wanna come. And he was wondering if no, matter of fact, all he said was Big wanted to come. That's all he wanted. He said Big wanted to come. And I was like, all right, cool. Then he hit me back and said, yo,
Did
Tupac,
Big have a record though? Yeah.
He may have had
Party and Bullshit?
Party and Bullshit.
Okay.
He may have that. Yeah. But then he hit me back and said, yo, Tupac is in town filming a basketball movie.
Above the Rim.
Yeah. But I don't think he knew the name. I think he said he filmed this basketball movie.
Right.
And he wanted to bring him with him. And me with my battle mind state, I'm like, yeah, bring him. Bring him.
Because you want to battle them?
Well, I mean, it was like, Pac
Just
was
whatever.
hard.
Yeah.
Right. Pac was hard. Right. It's nothing personal. I mean, I love him.
Right.
This was the brother that came to me in the beginning of his career.
Right.
So I had nothing but love for him. But this is hip hop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, bring him. Bring them.
You're going to burn them down if need
So that was, where my mind state was. So when they got there, they just came to really listen. I told them, y'all want to get on? So that's really what my mind state was,
Right.
And I mean, who would have known that it would have turned into what it turned into?
Right.
Because...
So when you seen that beef transpire, because you knowing the night that you just had, this is at the Garden, correct? The Budweiser Fest was at the Garden. So you knowing that night that you just had them both on stage with you, actually. And then you hear about this beef. You ever thought it would have went this far?
I mean, it's like...
And let me give you a two-part question. I'm sorry. Do you ever think it went this far? And then not only that, did you ever try to interject and just try to
Well, I told you I tried to interject on the plane we was going from
Pac,
Vegas to
going
LA
to Death
with
Row,
Pac to try to explain that.
Okay.
And it got interrupted with more shit.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, it's like I didn't think it would go this far. I mean, I was surprised.
Right.
Because I mean, it's
People
like
have battled on record.
You gotta understand. Here's where I'm from, Novi.
Okay.
I'm aware of artists battling at parties, going against each other, and they got to ride on the same train home.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
This is the type of shit I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, Cold Crush battling Fantastic, Busy B and Kumo D, LL and Kumo D. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've seen MC Shan and KRS-One.
You've seen them battle and then run the same train?
No. I mean, no, I'm talking about. I mean, that's something separate. I'm just saying, all these other battles I've seen where it was just battling, MCing. I mean, me and MC Shan on the same label, and him and KRS-One battling each other.
And you and
KRS-One, cool. Miss Melody helped me move out of my mother's crib.
Wow.
When I first moved out of my parents into my own spot, KRS-One and Miss Melody helped me move out.
Was it you made an appearance in the Self-Destruction video?
Yeah.
Which is KRS-One, Miss Melody, they put that all together.
I mean, I was supposed to be on the song, but apparently I was lied to. Somebody told me that, cause I guess the day it was recording was a day that I had a show or something like that, I can't remember. And they told me that was the only day that I could record vocals.
Damn.
Yeah, but I found out way later that I think maybe Chuck D and somebody else had recorded their vocals on another day, but they told me that they recording everything that day. So I just assumed that, all right, well shit, I ain't gonna be able to make it, so it is what it is. But I would have loved to have been on that song.
Imagine
Kane would have been on fucking
self-destruction.
Yeah.
Self-destruction. You had it for self-destruction.
Yeah.
Woo! Jeez Louise, Papa G's.
Wow.
But back to what we're saying, though, I mean, it's like, with all I saw, in my lifetime when it came to MC, and then also, with me, I mean, this is something I've been doing since 1982, just going to different people's hoods, battling them. Who your best MC over here? He around? Yeah, let me holler at him. This is what I've been doing since 1982 until I got a deal. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, this is an understanding that I have, this is hip hop. This is what we do. So to Biggie and Pac, to see what they went through, I'm like,
Yeah, because that got to be crazy from you coming from a battle state and seeing, and then, but you had to feel different from hearing Tupac's Hit 'Em Up. That was a different type of
diss rap.
Correct?
More
to you?
personal.
It had to be to you too as well.
Absolutely.
Because I'm born in 77, so like your generation is like just right before mine, right? Mm-hmm. So I've heard the battle shit, but it was never like when Tupac took it there with Hit 'Em Up. Like Hit 'Em Up was like, this was something like,
yeah, he went at his wife.
It's just everything that he said. It was just like there's no coming back from this. You agree? Oh no, you had never seen that.
I'm not gonna say
had there been this record's worse than that.
I'm not gonna say that there's no coming back, because if you understand the art of war, there's always a way back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know, what Biggie mentality was like back then, but if you understand the art of war, there's always a way back. I mean, Ali beat George Foreman when nobody else could.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson.
I think he meant there's no way back for Pac.
Yeah,
like Pac crossed the line.
Oh, you talking about Pac?
Yeah, he's talking about Pac crossed the line.
Yeah.
And then there's no back.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's no way for them to
my apologies.
Yeah, that's what he meant by
to
that.
squash it. Because, up until then, we didn't hear diss records like that. We heard diss records like, yo, your girl is ugly.
Like, that was hella personal.
We didn't hear, like, motherfucker,
Well, then, I mean, it's like this. Then fuck it.
Record,
No, understand me. Fuck it. Y'all just can't be friends no more.
Right.
Y'all just can't be friends no more. But now your question is this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You ready to take it there?
Right.
Or you want to reply? The choice is yours. Now, if you're ready to take it there, then the battle's over. It's some street shit now. It's a contact sport. If you're ready to take it there, the battle's over. It's some street shit.
So you're saying if y'all was battling and then y'all start fighting, then that's it. The battle's over. You got to keep it on the streets back then.
I mean, it's like this here. If you feel like somebody violated your family, you know what I'm saying, disrespect your family that way, you know what I'm saying, and you ready to take it there, then I mean, what's the purpose of battling? Just go ahead and go where you got to go with this, if that's what you choose. Or if you choose to respond and violate him lyrically. I mean, it's the choice is yours. I mean, it's like I can't really speak on it or say what it should have been, because it's like this is what Pac said about Big. This is not what Pac said about me.
Right. There was obviously more things at play with that beef that we don't really get.
I mean, here's my thing is this, man. Besides all that, at the end of the day, had Puff and Suge sat down and had a meeting on some Don King, Bob Arum shit, they could have said, listen, we gonna charge whoop-de-woo for pay-per-view.
Yep.
And we gonna let them go 3 songs apiece.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, King.
Hold on, give me a second.
Yep.
We're gonna let them go 3 songs apiece.
Yep.
Then after the 3rd song, we'll let them go 2 rounds of battle rap. And we're gonna have people call in the judge, and we'll control the 1-800 or 1-900, whatever number, to get money off of that. And they both could have got, all 4 of them could have got filthy. All 4 of them, meaning Pac, Big, Suge, and Puff. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that shit should have been done. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Turn it into some real hip-hop shit, make it, something where you can make money off some real balance. That's how it should have been done, in my opinion.
Right. Like the MC Shan, KRS. Like they was going on tour at one point, Shan and KRS.
Well, that was brought about because of the Sprite commercial.
Sprite commercial,
yeah,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, this could have been turned into something that could have kept it hip-hop, civilized, and maybe both of them would be with us.
But in all due respect, Shan kind of still is a little bit mad at KRS right now.
And Kara said on our show that it was semi-serious.
This is what I'm saying. Like right now, I still see Shan.
Like it was serious.
I still see Shan, like MC Shan, big him up, Queensbridge finest. But I still see Shan, like every now and then, every 3 clicks I see, it's still a Shan dissing KRS. Like he's still like, man, that's the
but they're still here to diss each other, and that's the big difference.
Say what?
Yeah, wow.
They're still here to diss each other, and that's the big difference. I'm saying.
Right.
Ain't that the truth?
But what I'm saying is, does it commit the same damage? Because when you got Shan still like, you know, he still has a personal with KRS.
I mean, that's really on the individual. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're gonna lose sleep at night over losing a battle, that's on you. You know, that's on you. Because I mean,
because you're supposed to get dunked on and keep it moving.
Yeah, man.
Like the NBA.
And losing
niggas
sleep
get
is
dunked
better
on
than
every
losing
day,
life.
B. Niggas get dunked on every day,
Losing
B.
sleep is better than losing your life.
Yeah.
So now, let me tell you something, Kane.
Well, I mean, honestly, yes, like I said, if you in it for the culture,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You're a battle MC. And you want to be the best battle MC. If you lose a battle, then don't take it as a loss. Take it as a lesson.
And then it's not a loss, because it's a lesson.
You know what I'm saying? Figure out what you did wrong.
Like a boxer.
You know? Because, I mean, I remember people asking me about the whole Jay-Z Nas thing.
Speak on it, Kane.
And
Where you going with that?
I said, no way. And I was wrong.
No way about who or what?
I thought that there was no way that Nas could win that.
Ooh.
I thought there was no, for the simple fact that,
You fucked up, Kane. Yeah.
no, I'm saying, I thought.
At the moment, it makes.
No, because here's the thing.
Yeah, I need to hear your theory.
I knew that Jay-Z was more sarcastic. And when I met Nas, I didn't really see no sense of humor. You know what I'm saying?
When's the first time you met Nas? Tell me John Blaze Studio.
No, huh?
Okay. John Blaze Video Studio.
No. Unique Studio.
Okay. Ooh, Unique.
Unique Studio.
47th Street. Across the street
Oh,
from
you was there
MTV.
at the John
No,
Blaze?
no, I definitely wasn't there. I was there at John Blaze.
Yeah, John Blaze.
Yeah,
You was
not
at
the
the John
Unique
Blaze?
Studio. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the first time I met you.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. We get to that later. Come on. Let's
Okay,
stick
yeah.
to
Yeah,
Unique. Okay.
Yeah. It was at
Unique Studios.
Unique Studio, and we was chopping it up. And I mean, I didn't see a sense of humor in him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But if you would have met his brother Jungle, you would have knew that's the funniest nigga in the world.
Well, see, you more inside. than me, baby.
Yeah.
So I didn't see it. Cause like I'm sitting there like knowing Jay-Z's sense of humor. I'm like, someone that, that don't have fun, don't play around. Cause see, in my mind, I guess I was seeing another battle playing out.
Right.
Okay. So look.
Someone else had a sense of humor. Someone else is serious.
Okay, look.
And I knew how it would play out.
Let me cut you off.
Go for it.
Because look, when people they hear me like on the Eminem record, right? This is the first time I'm ever gonna say this. I did 2 or 3 interviews where people asked me. You even called me gay. You're a foul guy.
Like what?
You called me gay.
I called you gay?
He was like, "That's gay. That answer's gay."
Oh.
That's what you said.
Probably did say that.
All right. So look. So when I heard Eminem against Jay-Z, I've never looked at it like M destroyed Jay. Like
Right.
I just did because I actually kind of related to Jay-Z's verses more than I did Eminem, and that's not. I love Eminem. It's just I don't be knowing the biblical residuals. I don't know that, right? But I know like awkward, boxed, lefty, and it's all like I know that, right? So people think that I'm crazy when I say that I look at that record as if it's a great record, right? You remember?
No, or that Jay. You talking about?
I don't feel like Jay got body, right?
Right.
But on Ether and the Takeover, Nas 100% won that. 100%. If you compare this takeover to Ether, now Super Ugly, I don't even want to count that because it was an emotional record.
Right.
You can tell, like, Jay's one of our best MCs. We shouldn't even judge him. We shouldn't even rate him off of that. Let's just do those two things. Nas definitely won. And Jay's my man, Nas is my man. But
no, I think, yeah.
But because of what you said, it's because of I felt like he took it too serious. Like you feel like a battle.
You felt like who took it too serious?
I feel like Jay took it too serious. Like
no. I mean, no. You could be right because I don't think that Jay expected what Nas did on Ether. He never saw that coming.
Do you think that Jay underperformed or Nas overperformed to what you thought?
Nas overperformed.
I agree with Kane.
To what you thought in terms of humor and all that stuff.
Jay-Z bodied Nas on Takeover. It's just that the response that Nas had on Ether, I didn't see coming in a million years.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
And he took a long time too. Remember, Kane, he didn't just respond. Now in y'all days, a person do a record, you gotta do it next week. He took his little time.
You see, I don't even remember like what the window looked like. But
it was a big, it was a large window. Yeah.
We were getting killed. I'm a Queens nigga.
People thought
Queens
Nas
niggas
was
ain't
done.
doing shit.
Yeah.
Oh God damn it!
I mean, he killed Ether. I would have never expected that from Nas. Like years later, I had matter of fact, 2014. I had a conversation with Nas, and that was the first time I really saw like his sense of humor.
Right. Oh no, Nas is a funny nigga. Yeah. All them Vernon niggas from Vernon, it's funny. Them niggas is funny niggas. Like
But I'm saying when I first met him, I met him at a Unique Studio.
He was quiet.
Yeah.
Quiet. Yeah.
Like he was really sitting there talking to me and taking it in.
Right. No, of course, you a legend, Kane. Of course, nobody want to be funny in front of you. Okay, come on.
Cut it
fucking
out.
Big Daddy Kane. Come on. God damn, listen, in their mind, when people meet you, they hug you, and I mean, they give you a 5, but in their mind, even if they don't do it, they're going like this.
It's facts.
They're going like this, man. Let me tell you something, man. You really laid it out for us to play it out. You was the guy in front of, masses. You finger pop Madonna.
Say it again. Finger pop Madonna.
You say it again.
You finger pop Madonna.
I like the way you get here, man. Yo, you had, these tremendous records. You toured. You did everything. And the thing about Drink Champs, we don't want you to ever feel like your life is over or your life has ever been misplaced. Here at Drink Champs, we want to big up these other young boys. They got these other outlets where they can go on and they can play their music. And that's not what it is on Drink Champs. On Drink Champs, we want to salute our legends.
I mean, I appreciate that.
And no, 100%. Yo, my dude, listen, I got thick eyebrows right now because I was cutting my eyebrows. I had 3 cuts in my eyebrows trying to wild out. You know that Jay-Z lyric? Yeah, nigga, I seen the same thing happen to Kane. 3 cuts in your yo, look at my shit, Kane. Look at my shit, Kane. No, look, my shit was already thick anyway. But I was a young nigga, like 11 years old, and I cut my 3. Do you know how influential you was? Whatever you did. Like, that's just the reason why Jay has to always salute you, because he actually, like, whatever you did, you came out in a roll, we wanted a roll. You had a 4-finger ring, we wanted a ring. You had a rope chain, we wanted a rope chain. I'm just being 100% honest.
No, that's love, baby. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Like you was the what is that shit called? The trendsetter. Whatever you did, we follow. Like how did
that's what you have to be, man. Mm-hmm. You have to be that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have to create, your own lane.
Yep.
You have to create that. Otherwise, you know, you just another piece on the table, man.
Yeah, you another
You know,
dummy.
you have to create your own lane. What makes you unique? You know? And I mean, don't get it fucked up, big homie. I mean, I think that you are a very unique artist yourself, man. Because it's like, yo.
No, Kane, it's about you today. But look, hold on, Kane. I'm gonna switch the subject because I see you try to switch the subject. I'm good at my shit. All right, look. Let me tell you something, Kane. One of the things that I want to do, right, is with all this transitioning of how the culture is moving, what I thought of was, you know, I watched the NWA movie. I watched all these other people movie, right? Now, it's into two things. One, we got to tell the Big Daddy Kane story. What is it called? Biopic?
Biopic,
We
yeah.
got to get a Big Daddy Kane biopic. And not only that, but this is also an idea that I have. I wanted to do the Clarence 13X movie. And as I'm looking at you, I think you would play the father. Could you think you could pull off playing the father of Clarence 13X in a movie?
I mean, why not?
I don't see the why not neither.
Why not?
I don't see a not. I only see yes. Would that be your ultimate role as an actor?
I mean, hey, brother, you call your people, I call mine. Let's make it happen.
All right, I got you. I got you.
You know?
Goddamn, Mr. Goddamn. Yo, but is that a movie that need to be necessary? Because you grew up, you know, 5% Nation.
I think that it would be beautiful. I mean, to be honest with you, the state of the world today, anything that has a positive view,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And anything that would be uplifting to black people in this time, you know what I'm saying? And I have to say black people,
That's right.
you know what I'm saying? I have to, you know, be that specific because, I mean, you know, this is an era where not only, you know, are we going through so much with police brutality,
Yes.
and you know, just that whole lack of masculinity. You know, I mean, not only that, it's the type of thing where we're going against each other just to be famous on social media.
Told that shit, Kane.
You know what I'm saying? It's the type of thing where right now we're in a situation where, you know, one black dude will go against another just to be able to say, you know, just something important or just be recognized by a comment on social media. You know, and I mean, it's like, you know, it's just sad because it's not unified, it's not uplifting.
But you remember in your days, like there was structure, like 5% people. Like I remember, like people, like, you know, coming out, like, and if they knew my mother, the guards would check me. The guards would be like, yo, like we don't have that no more. Like if we don't even have that,
Exactly.
we don't even have that in the industry. Meaning,
But that's deeper than your days.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? That go back to the 70s, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That go back to the 70s with Black Panthers and so on, you know? I mean, so it's not like it was just a, you know, a thing, you know, with the 5%. This is something that's deep, that's went on. And matter of fact, even prior to that, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, I don't know if you know, you got your grandparents are still with us, but I mean, they'll tell you, you know, it's like, yeah, you know, they see a child over here fucking up.
Exactly.
Like,
it takes a village.
Yeah, you know, like, you know, like, you know, ain't you such and such boy?
Exactly.
What you doing over there? They whoop your ass and they go tell your parents.
But you know, that's what I see was happening in the rap game. In the rap game, you guys helped us, and it's our fault. It's my generation's fault. We didn't give a fuck about helping the next guys. And I'm not saying me in particular, because I helped everybody who I could help.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you be careful how you choose your words.
Okay.
Because, nah, I don't think that this really started until the new millennium. I don't think this started with your era.
All right. Okay.
I think this started with the new millennium. You know what I'm saying? That's when this shit started.
The new millennium, when they didn't respect their elders, are you saying?
Well, I think what basically happened is like, you know, when we entered into this new century, it wasn't the type of thing where cats that, you know, used to promote Stephanie Mills and the Gap Band or them were in control of rap, where they confused and don't know what the hell they doing. Now we actually have people in control of rap that grew up in hip-hop.
Yeah.
They understand it. Probably was a rapper themselves that didn't make it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There may have been someone that said, I don't like grimy. I don't like nothing. Why that nigga get a deal? I'm gonna put some real artists I know on. And you see, they have this here mentality. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, what started happening is like, you know, people bringing in their camp, their people, their friends, making them stars.
Regardless of skill.
Exactly. So now, therefore, skills is going out the window. And then from a label standpoint, you know, the stuff that we all went through, hey, well, you know, my shit double platinum. We need to discuss these contracts. They start changing that.
Yep.
Creating these one-off deals or whatever, you know, and all this stuff with artists.
And 360 deals.
Well, that came later. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because after the sales started to, you know, go down.
Decrease, yeah.
And the sales started to decrease, and we're gonna need a little bit of your show money. We're gonna need a little bit of your merchandise, you know. And you know, it's like, you know, here we are in a whole different state of hip hop, where you know these artists are getting terrible deals. Yeah. But you know, it's like what you was asking earlier about the older generation. It's like, yeah, Mel might have been funky and whatever happened with Mo and L, but I tell you this, Mel did sit and tell me about his career. Mel did sit and tell me the ins and outs of his business. When I got into it, when I wrote the Lucy's rap song, man, Rick James sat down with me and gave me a whole spill on the industry.
Rick James.
Damn.
Rick James, bitch.
Rick James sat and gave me a whole spill. And I came to this meeting on some arrogant shit, on some old, you know, fuck Rick.
Right. You said fuck Rick?
Nah, because it was with my man. He was always bragging to me about, you know how wild it was with Rick. And at that point, I was doing my thing. You know, so I was like, you know, I get ass, you know, fuck Rick.
Was,
you know what I mean?
Was Rick sniffing coke at this time?
I didn't see him do it, but I did see coke.
It was cocaine around. It was cocaine around. Okay.
That's another story.
Adjacent.
I'll tell you what. I'll get to that. I'll get to that as soon as I finish.
Okay.
Because that's a hell of a story too.
Okay.
But anyway, I mean, it's like Rick James was giving me game. I mean, there's so many artists. Barry White giving me game. There were so many artists that was giving me game.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Jalil from Houdini giving me serious game. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like, this is the type of stuff I try to do with Jay-Z. Like I told you earlier about Mr. C calling me with Big on the line. I'm telling Big how I would handle this situation, what I think he should do. You know what I'm saying? And this is the new generation. See what I'm saying?
Did Jay ever disappoint you at some point? Like, you know, you guys connected, you was there for him?
I can't, you know, I'm be honest with you, I can't really say that because it's like, I've always known Jay the way he is. I know the type of person he is, so there's no way he can disappoint me. You know, because I mean, I know him. I know.
You had your expectations.
Yeah, I know what to expect from Jay, and I'm happy for him, and I wish him continued success.
God bless.
You know, but I mean, yeah, it's like, you know, and I don't know what Jay-Z and Tupac and these cats and Biggie, what they did for any other upcoming generation, but I mean, you know, it's like, you know. I mean, I've heard stories about with Jay and Kanye, Dame Dash and Kanye, whatever, you know, upcoming, and with Ludacris, you know, and Eminem always, you know, shouts, you know, out artists such as myself, Rakim, several others. So I mean, it's like it was passed on. But then, you know, there came a point where they kept us apart. There was a separation not created through the artists, created through the industry.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Through the label.
Expiration dates were put on artists such
Well, why do you think this like that in hip hop? Like to me, I want to prove like the point that like I could have won the championship. I could have been a Shaquille O'Neal. Like, you know, I've been platinum. I've, you know, had gold albums, and now I want to turn it to media. So I want to show people that, you know, you could be cool growing old. I'm 40 years old. I just turned 40 years old. Why is it that people want to give hip hop an expiration date? Why?
Well,
Like,
I think
rock
that
and
one of the
roll is
reasons.
not.
I think one of the reasons is that if the youth of today connect with your generation, because you after me, you know what I'm saying?
Well, of course.
If the youth of today, you didn't really have to say of course, but okay.
My bad.
But I mean, if they connect with you, then comes you schooling them on what real hip hop is, and might make them want to think for themselves. Because right now they're not thinking for themselves.
Because they're being brainwashed by what
Yeah.
they're hearing on the radio.
Yeah, well, not just what they're
hearing.
hearing.
Radio,
They're
yeah.
being told this is what we need. We need you to do this. We need you to sound like
need the
him.
native.
We need you to sound.
Social media is the new radio, by the way.
What they be doing?
You know?
They be,
Yeah.
yeah, my bad. I had a
You had
moment.
Tourette's right there.
My bad. Go ahead. You know, Kane know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
No, I mean, no, for real. That's what it is. They tell you, they're like, no, listen, we looking for something more like a, you know, oh, can you do this? All right, well, go on down to, you know, Bridals on Us, get you a dress, and come on and fuck with me, and we're gonna make this here song happen for you. And that's what's happening.
Yeah, it's a new guy with a dress on. Right now, you didn't see the guy? He has a wedding dress on.
Oh yeah,
What
yeah.
up,
He's
what
from
up?
Florida too.
He's from Florida.
That's what I heard.
I'm gonna pop. Look, that last bottle. Look. We got two
All right,
more
now,
roses.
before you do that, have a drink with me.
I'm gonna have a drink with you. I already separated my cups.
Yeah.
Look, that's my red wine cup right there.
There you go.
I'm gonna have a drink. Then we're gonna do one more shot, and then we'll get about it. Oh, look at that, Kane. Kane, I ain't gonna lie, Kane. Oh, look, but Kane, did you have a glass of rosé in 2017? This is the new shit. This is what the kids drinking.
Okay.
You gotta. I have a drink with you. You gotta have a drink with me.
Hold on, we got a gift for you from 8 and 9.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate
Drink
it.
Champs gear.
He got mad gifts.
Respect, baby.
He got mad gifts. Now,
I want to turn you on to something else too, man.
Okay.
Like you into the champagne?
no, I'm in the champagne. Yeah.
There's a champagne called Billicard Simone.
Okay, I've never heard of that. You're very rich, Kane. I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue. That shit sounded rich. Better call sound home. What is it?
No,
Maka Bing Bong.
No,
Wait,
listen.
say it again, Kane.
Billicard Simone. You listen. No, real talk. You need to try that.
Better call sound home.
No, because I mean, like you ever mess with like the Vouv?
Viva Clico?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and how it don't really
Yep.
have that, you know, that
You notice
after.
that? See, no spill. Look here.
You-
I learned
you
this.
did it, Paris.
I learned this in Paris.
Oh shit.
Look at that, Kane. Look at that, Kane. Look at that. And then you know what you gotta do? You gotta twist. You gotta twist. So there's no spill. Come on, give me a Kane cup. Give me a cup. I'm gonna take one of yours. You gotta take some. This is what the kids drink. Oh,
Three more
look.
cups.
Look. Did you? Yep. That's.
Hold on, let me see what the hell
Yeah,
you
make
do.
sure.
Okay.
No, that was
No,
just,
there's something in here.
that was water. That was when we washed it out.
No. Let's get a fresh
okay. All right,
cup.
there you go. Fresh cup.
Oh no,
right
you
there.
can look if you want. You got
Look at
these
that.
too.
All right, cool. All right, cool. Good. Let Kane choose his cup. That's a Kane, goddammit. Now look at that, Kane. Look how I'm pouring it. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now
Do
you
your
twist. You twist.
There you go,
Okay.
baby.
Now you toast the drink I poured you, and I'm gonna toast the drink you poured me.
Oh, okay. That's how we do. Okay.
This is to Big Daddy Kane for all your accolades, for everything you did for hip hop, for everything you contributed to hip hop, for every time you had a bad day in hip hop, for every time you had a good day in hip hop, for every time you had a medium day in hip hop. We want you to know that you will always be welcome in Drink Champs. Anytime you want to introduce anything that you're doing in life, we are here for you. Me and DJ EFN.
a couple of questions before we get out of here. Because my brother Weird Thoughts reminded me of something.
Weird Thoughts.
One of my favorite
AKA
tracks that you were part of, collectively. Burn, Hollywood, Burn. Chuck D, Ice Cube.
Yeah.
How did this come about? What was it? Just give me a little something, something.
Chuck had a concept. He said what it was. Asked would I be down. I said yeah, and we made it happen. And I mean, it was like he had a visual. Because I mean, it was like, even though he had already explained to me what it was about, when it was time to do it, he explained again and went into deep detail and using references and all that there. I mean, I don't know if you know Chuck, but Chuck, so he long-winded. And he went into deep details. But I mean, it was the type of thing where it's like, bruh, I'm happy to be on a song with you.
Was that the first time you had worked with Q?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I had met Cube, Cube was always cool, but yeah, working together, yeah.
So, and wait, one more, Paul. Where you at, Paul? Drink Champ Sports. He has another question.
I did have a question as a fan. How was it when you did the...
Time out. The man took off his hat.
Out of respect.
That was hard. Keep your hat on. Continue.
When you did the Lean on Me, because that was with Morgan Freeman and Robert Guillaume. And
Rest
Robert
in
Guillaume
peace.
passed away a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Did you meet him? Like, how did you get on the song? How did you get the actual soundtrack?
We were on the song because of Benny Medina.
Hold on.
guess.
Let me just throw out. Benny Medina's name came up a couple of times on this podcast. I just want to throw it out there. Benny Medina's name came up with Mariah Carey and J-Lo. Continue.
Latinos.
He's talking about big niggas right now. Sorry.
Yeah, Benny Medina, he was,
Because Kane's so smooth. He said like Benny Medina, like the nigga that owned a bodega. We gotta relax. He's a big nigga. Go ahead, Kane. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is when he was at Warner Brothers, and he was responsible for the whole Lean on Me soundtrack. And it was so funny because it was like, he told me about the song, and I had a copy of the film. And I did watch the film, but didn't write the song. Because I was going through some other, contract disputes, with Coachella, and so I just was like, F the song. But then Benny, he was like, asked me, I'm like, yeah, I'm on it. Then one day Benny hit me and was like, yo, how we coming with the song? And I'm like, yeah, we good. And he said, yo, can we do it today? I'm like, well, I'll try. And he said, okay, well, good. I'm in New York. Can I send a car to pick you up and bring you to Marley House? And I'm like, oh shit. Wow. So I was like, all right, yeah, make it happen. Yeah, go. But like I said, I saw the movie, but I didn't write the song. So in the time that he made the call for the car and for it to make it to my crib in Queens, and for me to get to Queens up to Spring Valley, that's the time I used to actually write Lean on Me. Yeah.
On the ride over.
Yeah, on
You
the
smoke
ride.
crack, don't you?
Yeah.
Actually, another soundtrack that for me is instrumental is the Juice soundtrack that you're on, Enough Respect.
And that's another funny story. Because, I mean, Hank Shockley
Big name.
was trying
Public Enemy.
Busta Rhymes mentioned him.
Yeah, Bomb Squad.
Yeah, Hank Shockley wanted me to do this song, but it was like, at that point in time, I think I was really focusing on my film career, trying to get that jump started. So my mind was really there, And he was driving me crazy about the song, and he was like, yo, can you do it when you get back to New York? When I say that, I mean like he meant that day I got back to New York. And I mean, I arrive in New York, leave the airport, come to my crib, Hank Shockley parked in my driveway, in his truck, waiting for me.
High demand.
Yeah. So, we kind of come to the studio that night and, write the joint, put it together. But you know, we made it happen.
That was an incredible
I'm gonna be
record.
honest. As I'm drinking this red wine, I immediately want to eat pussy. I know you're a different type of nigga. This shit makes me want to eat pussy. Like, I've never had alcohol. I'm thinking about eating pussy.
You know,
they say that red wine brings the best out of you.
I had never knew that until right now.
Me, it made me want to listen to Otis Redding, but if pussy is your choice,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Do what you do,
yeah,
brother.
yeah, definitely. It's just like, it's got weird for me. Did you finish my drink? I want to know what it makes you feel like.
No. The more rosé, man. Listen, no. I've done that. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but so the red wine. Now, what is this? This
Orange Swift Machete. It's a cab blend.
There's that chip on there.
I like the way.
I'm not 100% sure. I think it's, if I'm correct, I believe it's cab and Syrah. I think it's cab and Syrah blend.
I don't know.
I believe it's a Cabernet and Syrah blend.
No picky, eso.
But you know, Orange Swift, they make some great wines. They have the Machete, they have the Abstract, Palermo.
Palermo, I've been there in Italy.
Okay, well that's the only 100% Cabernet that Orange Swift make. All the rest of them are cab blends. They make some great wines, and if you go to their spot in Napa, it's like
he's
in the
a
club.
real connoisseur of this stuff.
No, it's like when you in they spot now, it's not like the other spot. It's like in the club. They got music blasting, and chicks in there drunk as shit.
Not Capolos.
In Napa.
All right, but it's not called.
It's the shit.
Napa Valley.
In Napa Valley.
Yeah, I know.
It's with the because their thing is on the strip.
Okay.
Right on the strip. And I mean, Orange Swift has a great selection.
Yeah, I never seen this.
This is Machete, and
that's
they
a
have
black
a whole
girl
bunch
on the
of,
bottle.
Yeah. But I mean, they have a bunch. It's all the same wine, but they use different photos. So there's a lot of different photos of her in different positions.
Let's make noise for Kane being a classic nigga. We had Jermaine Dupri here. Jermaine Dupri ordered 1942 to kill.
Right.
Correct? But we have never had somebody order red wine, and that's very classy of you, Kane.
I mean, I'm just me, baby.
How'd you become a classy Brooklyn nigga?
I was born.
Yeah, because most Brooklyn niggas.
I'm gonna tell you, real story. I mean, growing up, watching my pops, and keep in mind, my pops is from a small town called Bowman in South Carolina. But I mean, from his younger, age, he grew up in New York, and I mean, it's like, when I was a kid in the 70s, I see this dude, like, line his shoes up. Snakeskin, gator, all that stuff, line them up. Like, he might line up about 6 pairs of shoes, and then put on a suit, and then just go stand in front of each pair of shoes. It's moving it down, just dancing his way down in front of each pair to see which pair matched the suit better. Like this type of shit I used to see him do as a child. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I've seen my pops go out in a 2-piece suit to drive off and had a flat tire, and he had to change the tire, and he changed it in the suit and got grease on the suit. And, he stood there and stared at the tire like as if like he arguing with the fucking tire. Came upstairs, took a shower, and threw on a 3-piece suit. Like just to show the tire, like, motherfucker, I got more pieces. I got more pieces. You know what I'm saying? I can put more shit on this. You ain't stopped nothing. Yeah, and I'm serious, went back outside with that 3-piece on and stood in front of that same tire and stared at it again for about another 2 minutes. And then got in the car and drove on. Like, so it's like this type of stuff. It's like when I got into hip hop, like I said, the battle rapping, but once I heard Kaz, I was like, oh, this dude, Grandmaster Kaz, amazing. So lyrically, I wanted to be Kaz. Right. But image-wise, I wanted to be my pops, because I just thought he was just that dude, you know?
So who's your favorite rapper from that era? If you could say there was one person.
Kaz. I mean, what do you mean from when me growing up as a kid?
Yeah.
Kaz.
No, who's your,
Grandmaster Kaz.
Yeah.
I knew he was gonna say that. So, who's your favorite rapper from the middle era?
You mean like early
Nas.
80s up?
No. After you guys.
Okay.
Like the Nas, the Wu-Tang.
Like the 90s, you're talking about, like the early 90s.
Yeah, the 90s, yeah.
Oh man, it's like I'd have to say it this way. I have to say that lyrically, my favorite was Nas, but my favorite MC was Biggie. It's like I like Biggie. 'Cause I just thought that what Big did was amazing. But lyrically, I would have to go with Nas. Because you understand, it's like
Explain it.
in my era, you know, I come from where, you know,
They put a quarter in their ass and they played this.
No. Dig this. No. Where like, you know, where you come in the club and you fucking everything before, well, both of y'all fucking everything before any of us, including him.
Some of the cocaine engineer?
Right here.
The Latinos on the table.
Before any of us, including you. Cause you caramel, so you can choose a side. You can decide you can be light skinned and dark skinned tomorrow.
I never got called caramel in my life. Thank you.
Caramel motherfucker.
You get to choose a side. You know, I mean, if light skin is popping tonight, you can ride with them. If dark skin is popping tomorrow, you can ride. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
So the Chicos, what do the Chicos do?
You know, I come from an era where you know. Y'all getting action just because y'all light skinned. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, you know,
But you and Wesley Snipes stopped that shit up.
Yeah, but
You
it was
and
like,
Wesley.
but you see, it was something like, again, like how you was talking about with the flat top. It's something I had to talk about, something I had to brand. I had to brand being dark skinned. You know what I'm saying? Browner than Bobby, so won't you be my tenderoni? I had to keep on, you know, saying dark skin shit to make dark skin sexy.
Was that I go to work lyrics right there?
Yeah. I get the job done. Yeah.
I get the job done.
I had to like keep, you know, saying dark skin shit. You know what I'm saying?
That was when niggas was like, Kane is gone. I go to work. You was in there with this. Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
No. Niggas was like I'm a young nigga. I'm like, nah, that's my nigga. He good. But you was making a lot of money back then. At that point, you got the job done.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, absolutely.
It was fun. Like, cause do you think like, cause I feel like you was like the first person to have like commercial success, where people didn't. No. Oh, who was before you?
LL and Houdini.
Yeah. Okay. I understand that. But both of those, okay, LL was light skinned for light skinned people purposes, and then Houdini was a group. So you was like the first dark skinned Brooklyn guy.
Yeah,
Looked at.
Yeah, I
like
can agree with that.
Figure, looked at like the king of hip hop, and it's just like.
Yeah, I mean, now to see that I can agree with.
Okay.
But you see, like I said, that was something that I had to create, that whole dark skin thing. So now going back to Biggie, he took it to the next level. And see, that's what this thing is all about.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's all about, you know what I'm saying?
Being you.
What you no. It's like, okay, you learn this from here, okay, and then you take it to the next level. You learn from your predecessors and you take it to the next level. Because like, I made this dark skin thing sexy. But my man Big said,
Ugly as ever.
however. Yeah. Black and ugly as ever. However, I stay, because it was like, I lied to you not. I was in Birmingham, Alabama at a club and seen this crispy, fat black dude at the bar chilling with a Coogee sweater on, Versace shades, and to even just put the stamp on, the full stamp on, he at the bar doing the Biggie bop, and chicks is digging him. So it was like Biggie made fat dudes sex symbols.
Yeah.
Wow.
The fat dude buys a
Like
Coogee
Pun
sweater.
did the same thing.
Yeah.
Pun did the same thing. Yeah.
But Big perfected it first.
Yeah,
Big
but
did it
Pun,
first.
you took it to the next level. Yeah.
And Pun, that's another dude that was, cause you know that time you told, that's my first time meeting him.
Yeah, that was my first time meeting you.
No.
Yeah.
I was talking to Chris about that.
Chris Lighty.
No, Rivers.
Oh, Chris Rivers. Oh,
Pun's son.
It's Pun's
Yeah.
son. Okay.
I was telling him, like, that when I met him, like he was just being funny. He was like, "Oh shit, man, yo, Big Daddy King, yo, bring the kids." I was like, that shit had me crying and laughing because it was like, and honest, it was an honor.
Was that John Blaze video?
Yeah, the John Blaze video. Because it was like, I've always been a Pun fan. When I first heard him, I was like, finally somebody giving my man G-Rap his props. You know, because I could hear the G-Rap in
You
there.
can hear it 100%.
Yeah.
And
100%.
then to see his videos and see that, like, yo, I don't want my shit just, nah. Like, it was entertaining, it was fun. I'm like, oh, he's gone. He's gone.
Ain't you about Pun?
Pun.
Yeah.
When I saw his videos, I'm like, oh, he's gone. Forget him. I'm like, yeah, he's Mecca.
It goes back to the humor thing you were saying.
Yeah. But he was
Pun
having
had
fun.
that humor.
Yeah, yeah.
You know the
and
first
a lyrical
thing-
beast.
You know the first thing I ever met you when I walked up, and I'm such a super fan. And I woke up to Kane, and Kane says to me, "You know, I didn't like you." It's the first thing he said to me. I'll never forget it. He said, "Yeah, I didn't like you until NRE album, but I didn't wait for the until." So I was like, "Damn, you interesting." This is my idol. Rubbing my head.
Okay.
And then you said until NRE album, because remind you, Rory Boy came out, and you said I didn't understand you in the War Report, but then NRE album came out, and he was like, then I went back and I revisited everything, and now I understand who you are. But then you know what my reaction was, because I was just like so offended, because you're like my favorite rapper. So I'm like, and TJ Swan was the man in the Juice Crew. You don't remember I told you that?
Petty Gang Mafia.
No, but you know, it's
You
like
looked
this
at me and you was like, this nigga's good. That's the exact words. You was like, he's good. He's good. Yo, you remember TJ Swan?
Oh yeah.
What happened to TJ Swan?
No. We're not leaving this conversation.
Okay, all right. I can't get away with it like that? Okay.
Listen,
Okay.
first of all,
Yeah.
let me explain something to you. It's amazing that you remember that, but
Yeah, I do.
listen.
I remember I idol, but then he came. I'm not gonna forget.
but understand what I'm saying.
I knew what you
You
knew.
know, because it's like this here. You understand? It's like with me, because of the way my ears are trained, I'm always listening like lyrically first,
Right.
and it's like when I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo. This dude got some shit with him.
Right.
And then I'm watching the way people respond to you, and I'm like, and it's like, and I'm like, yo,
Right.
this is dope.
Right.
This is dope. Because you see, you gotta understand, it's like the element that you created
Right.
was something that was so fucking needed.
It's special education resource room.
No, but understand me.
We had special education with special ed, but we didn't have resource rooms. So
But
that's what I
understand me, what you
Okay.
did was
Thank
something
you.
that was so fucking needed.
Thank you.
Because it's like this here. How tough can you be? How fucking tough can you be? At some point, if you that goddamn tough, then you shouldn't be listening to music. Music is relaxing. Music is fun.
You're right.
And you made it where the most thugged out, tough nigga could enjoy himself
Thank you,
and
King.
have fun.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying?
Thank you, King. Yeah, listen, that's the reason why when I did my history, right, one of my favorite artists was Biz Markie. Not lyrics-wise, not music content, but as far as having fun. Like Biz said, what he said? He'll stick a nose up his nose. He'll stick his finger up his
Picking
nose
boogers?
and put it on the basketball
And pass it to Kane,
and
yeah.
pass it to Kane. Like that shit. You wrote that lyric?
Yes, I wrote that.
I knew you wrote that lyric. God damn.
But see, that's when, you know, I ain't know whether I was gonna get a deal or not. So when I'm writing for him, I make sure I mention my ass in every motherfucking thing.
You did a cameo.
No, but that's the crazy shit was, I had written and did my research, and I was like, I said, you know what? Nobody has fun like Biz Markie anymore. Like in this day and time, like nobody don't have fun. Like I'm probably the only MC that embedded what Biz Markie represented. Like he just had fun, and everybody laughed at him and they tried to make fun of him. And I don't give a fuck if you laugh at me and try to make fun of me. I'm representing hip hop.
Yeah, but you really bridged the gap, and you did something special.
Thank you.
I mean, because it's like, yo, you're having fun. You got a dance track. You're sitting there, what? And the chick, you know, what?
Yeah.
You know, you see, but you spitting gangster stuff, but it's in a party type flow.
Goddamn it!
You know what I'm saying?
Look, Kane,
so
smart.
it's like you creating a whole new lane. You making the toughest nigga in the world want to have fun.
Nah, he's taking it.
He's blowing my whole shit right now. Let me change the subject before everybody start catching on to what I'm doing. Kane done broke it down. Goddamn. So Kane, have you ever looked at rap and you was disappointed at one point? Like I mean, maybe it's the era right now, or where, because at the end of the day, Kane, we can't take away from the fact that you're if not the king, you're one of the kings. So there's a lot of people who can't have opinions on nowadays hip hop or middle hip hop or later hip hop. But you're, fortunately, is one of them people that can have an opinion on any version of hip hop. Have you ever looked at hip hop and was just like, damn, was ashamed at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah? What point was that?
Right now. Right now.
What about
and
right
I mean,
now?
it's like, let me just say this.
Yeah.
I think that there are so many talented artists out there right now. J. Cole,
Big 'em up.
Logic,
Big 'em
Kendrick
Kendrick
Lamar,
yeah.
Rhapsody.
Rhapsody, hard.
There's
She's
so
Lauryn
many.
Hill.
Remy Ma. Remy Ma ain't really. You know, she's not new.
No, but let's give Remy Ma love too. That's right.
No, but I mean, you know, she's still shining.
Yep.
But I mean, as far as the new generation, there's so many out. There's a lot out there. Yeah, got it.
What's this? Con.
John Connor?
No.
West Side Gun.
What's the little Joey Badass?
Joey Badass
Conway
is
and
dope.
West Side Gun.
Yeah, Joey Badass.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, but you see, here's my thing. There's a lot of other artists that's out here that's shining. And I mean, I wish them continued success.
Right.
I don't want to hear that Lil Yachty or Lil Uzi.
Whatever, yeah.
Well, I don't want to hear
They
that
says
they
don't
broke and they fucked up. I want to know that they safe and they still making money.
Right.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. There was a time, the late 90s, thanks to motherfuckers like you, that shit got fucked up for me. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all was shining.
Right. So you fell on some hard times.
Yeah.
Right.
But, it came back around and everything is good.
Right.
And, with that came knowledge of, knowing where to put your money and the right things. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
So it's like with the young cats today, I want to know that they're going to shine. That even if their career don't last as long as as mine or as yours or whoever, that they can still be, make money and do something lucrative.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear the stories about them going broke or where they now. I don't want to hear that.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to see them shine. So I wish there was that bridge where we could connect with them. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want your spotlight.
Right.
Look, I love going into a supermarket and someone, Big Daddy Kane, right? Well, I grew up off your music, man. You said, hey, good to meet you. I love that shit. I don't want you in the supermarket screaming and yelling and trying to. Nah, I can't get the shit I need to do. I gotta fucking leave now. I like the peace and serenity that I have. I enjoy it. So my life is good. I don't want your spot. I don't want to make that return to the top. I mean, I'd love to make another album, something that people would appreciate, I mean, that would be cool, but I don't need to be who I was in '88. I did that, and it was fun.
It's a beautiful
I
thing.
like coming home to my family now.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful
That's what I like.
Some grown
I don't
man
need that spotlight shit.
Right here.
But what I did back then was amazing, and I'd love to tell you how I did it. Give you the blueprint so you can do it and walk that walk. I'm not your enemy. I'm your friend. This is my message to the younger generation. Regardless of what anybody telling you, I'm not your enemy. I'm your friend. I sit and chop it up with you. I tell you what's really good. How to be what you need to be. How to separate yourself from the bullshit and establish yourself as a star.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to put me on nothing. You don't have to put me on one single track. You don't owe me nothing. I don't want nothing from you.
Was that how
I
you
just
was
love
with
hip hop.
Was that how you was with Jay?
Yeah.
And
That's how
he
I was
always
with
bigs you
Jay, Old Dirty Bastard, Positive K, Shaheem, and anybody else I fucked with throughout my career.
Right. Real nigga Kane. What Kane stand for again?
Oh, King Asiatic, nobody
King
equal.
Asiatic, nobody equal. King Asiatic, nobody equal, goddammit. Yo, King, let me just tell you something, man. Things you did, I remember running around 88, 1988. I was born in 77, but I used to run with a dude named Hit Hard Tar. Hit Hard Tar had, in 88, 89, he had a red Jetta with the white convertible top and the white cream seats in there and motherfucking the vanilla pine trees, the shit.
Under the air fresheners.
The air fresheners. And that's all we would do. You just run around from 88, 89, 90, and just run around listening to your music. And the fact that I could come here with you tonight and honor you and salute you and tell you face to face, man to man, that you're the man. You're a guy that helped raise probably 95% of people in this building, because they got people like Twin in them. Look, you see that steroid twin? Look at the difference. You see that steroid twin? That's the other twin. And you helped raise us. And there's nothing more that we want to do is to continue to support you. And when you go on tour, you hit me and EFN up. Let us talk about it. Let us blow it up, because there's a lack in our society. And when I say society, I mean hip hop. Meaning that when a person gets of age, they want to treat them like milk and have an expiration date.
Sure, you're right.
And I got to be the opposite of that. I got to use my power, like Eminem used his power recently to refute racists, and he used his white privilege to fight racism.
Yeah.
I got to use my quote-unquote privilege to still be relevant, to show people why I'm relevant, because there's people before me. And there's people who paved the way that I respect, and that will always be above me to me. I don't give a fuck what I do. I could never be Big Daddy Kane. I don't give a fuck what I do. I could never be Slick Rick. I don't give a fuck what I do. I could never be Rakim. I could never be EPMD. You guys are what helped pave the way for me. So as long as I got this platform, you motherfuckers will always be above me in that situation, because we love you, and we're gonna continue to motherfucking represent our legends right here.
That's love, baby.
Right here. I don't give a fuck about ratings police for that. We don't give a fuck. This is what me and this motherfucker right here set out to do. You see his beard, it's very disruptive. What the fuck he wants to do. I offered him just for men. No, I offered him just for men. We tried to get just for men ads. He don't give a fuck. He's just like, I'm just gonna be who I am. And you know what?
I was just in D.C. Last week for Donnie Simpson 40th anniversary.
The BET nigga with the good eyes?
Yeah.
He got good eyes.
And Eddie Levert. Eddie Levert told me that I need to get me some Just for Men.
Oh, shit.
I'm saying, motherfucker, you 70. Who we fooling? I'm 49. You gotta be like about 70. Who the hell we fooling? We ain't fooling nobody.
Oh, his shit is slick dyed and slick to the fried? Slick to the side?
Well, I mean, listen, before you no, it's like that. Keep in mind, who had a sharper hairline and beard than Gerald Levert?
Okay. He had that Beijing.
Okay. Nah, I think Gerald Levert was because Joe wasn't that old. Joe was young when he passed. Hey, Joe wasn't that old. I think that was just a barber. Matter of fact, Beijing didn't even exist then.
Right.
Yeah, Beijing didn't even exist then.
I feel like Kane got a Bobby Brown story before we get out of here. You got a Bobby Brown story.
Bobby Brown? I got a whole bunch of Bobby Brown. that.
We here for Bobby Brown stories, Kane. Give us the best one.
Nah.
You gotta stop doing this, Kane.
Nah, I'm not going.
Why you don't do that either?
I'll tell you what. I'll give you my most mature Bobby Brown story.
I've never heard of it. That's good. But we have plenty of Bobby Brown stories. None started with mature.
A Wendy Williams party.
Ooh.
And we were performing. This was the year that Trey Songz had just came out. And me and Bobby was performing for a Wendy Williams party. And, prior to the party, we over in the VIP just kicking it. And I had like a gray mink, and I had it, sitting up on this thing behind me. And some dude came and sat up on the thing on my mink. And he just there, just chilling. But I didn't see him. I'm doing what I do. I didn't even see him. Bobby saw him. And Bobby just snaps. So I come over there like, yo, he like, yo, motherfucker up on you. And dude is like, I apologize. I'm like, no worries, don't worry about it. And I moved it, pushed it a little further back up in the corner and whatnot like that. And Bobby just like, yo, the fuck happened to you, man? You cool with that? You just gonna let that shit run? I'm like, Bobby, man. We grown men now, man. I don't feel like fighting in the club over a mint coat, man. You don't want to let it ride?
Wait.
All right, nigga. Yeah, he was like, all right, nigga. Bobby, because it's like, I don't know if you know Bobby, if you ride with him, but Bobby wild boy, man.
Yeah, wild boy.
Wild boy,
and
for
he
real.
wanted to give homie the beats.
Yeah. Nah, he was ready. Bobby's ready to let his hands go over my coat. Not his coat, my coat. Bobby ready to let his hands go. And it's like, that's what I always, because it's like, we've always had so many good times. And all them were normally wild-ass, ridiculous times. But, this is just one of them movies like, I ain't fighting this motherfucker.
Let it go.
Yeah, let's be cool.
Before we get up out of here, Kane, what's the one thing you miss about hip-hop that you wish hip-hop still just had?
The one thing I miss about hip-hop is variety. Mm-hmm. I really miss that. I really miss, just people just vibing out on so many different things for so many different reasons. You know? Because, I mean, you had, you know, your audience that was fascinated by drugs and player shit that wanted to rock their truck jewelry. You had your audience that was fascinated by conscious stuff that wanted to rock leather medallions, you know, and kente cloth and things of that nature, you know. I mean, it's like, you know, you had, you know, generation that, you know, that with the East Coast where, I mean, you know, it was like, you know how we looked at Eazy-E and them dudes as weird-looking dudes with them Jerry
definitely
curls.
Looked at them as weird.
Like you wrong.
We didn't understand that.
Yeah, but you know, then when I went to L.A. and I'm at a gas station in a red feli suit, and I get approached by a bunch of Crips, they don't, you know, blow my goddamn head off because I had a flat top.
Right.
They didn't recognize me as Big Daddy Kane. One of the dudes said, yo, he must be one of them New York, no, you know, one of them East Coast dancing niggas. That's what he said. He must be one of them East Coast dancing niggas. Because, I mean, they had me. It was nothing I could do.
Right.
I mean, it was about 10, 12 of them. They just swarmed on me out of the crib.
Is it a gas station?
At a gas station. Yeah. I'm pumping gas. I'm out there and like, I'm like in like maybe like a rental Benz. Balling. Pumping gas in a red feli sweatsuit in Crip territory.
I had no idea.
They had me. There wasn't nothing I could do.
You remember where you was at? Were you in Baldwin Hills?
I don't remember exactly where, but I mean, I mean, wherever I was, it was like, you know, they had me. You know, if they wanted me. I was there for the taking. I mean, red feli sweatsuit, red felis, and but. And
they pulled the one you.
They saw the flat top and was just like, and they heard, I guess, heard my slang. They're like, man, you know, nah, man, you know what? Go ahead, homie. He probably one of them East Coast dancing niggas. You know, but I mean, it's like that's what made it dope because you know it's like you know, Eazy-E, King T, you know, Ice-T.
Shout out to King T.
Yeah, they all had you know their story in hip hop. You know, that was different than ours, man. I mean, it was like that variety. That variety ain't there no more, man. Everybody, it's like you turn the radio on, it sounds like a 24-hour song.
Like, what is the best era of hip-hop in your opinion?
No. Okay, like, well, he asked me earlier. I chose that late 80s as my favorite era.
Favorite, but
you
what
know,
do you think is the best?
Era, I don't know. Because you see...
I respect that.
It's like... I got a lot of respect for the mid-90s as well because Puffy did something amazing in the mid-90s. Because in the early 90s, hip-hop started to do this. It started transforming this whole gangster thing. When the West Coast started doing the gangster, the East Coast started following it too. And everything just became so gangster.
Right.
And it was like, you know, you go to a party, like I hated, like I started flying to Chicago, going to stepping sets to have a good time. Because I couldn't enjoy myself in New York.
Chicago's the most dangerous place on the planet.
Now.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm talking about, you know.
I mean, probably even then too, but
not early 90s, I'll go there to go to a stepping set just to have a good time. Because I go to a party in New York, and it's like, you know, you look at niggas in the crowd just... nobody want to dance. Everybody's from screw face and bob their head. I'm like, I ain't come here for that. Chicks dressed like dudes. You know, nobody want to put no sexy shit on. Like, you know, like I'm not fucking your ass with no bandana on your head. You're not leaving the party tonight.
We thought that was sexy.
That's the gangster bitch era?
Yeah. I thought she was kind of sexy.
Gangster bitch?
It did nothing, you know, it's like I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get it. But then here this dude Puff, he take like Biggie and the Locks and he like, okay, I tell you what. Go ahead, talk your gangster shit. But do it over this disco beat for me. So now, all the people that loved all the thug stuff, you get to hear it. People that love the party got something to dance to.
Right.
So he figured out a way to make the two mesh where you can be as gangster as you want, but the people that want to have a good time at a party can still party.
I never thought of it like that. That's dope. Yeah,
you know,
right.
So I got a lot of respect for what Puff did for hip hop in the mid '90s as well, because he created some shit where it's like you got gangster rappers spitting their gangster shit over disco and club party beats.
Right.
So it's like, you know, even though I may not be in the mood to stick a nigga up or sell a bunch of keys or none of this stuff, that's beat rocking like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that era I thought was great too.
Okay, let's make some noise. Yo, man, I can't thank you enough for coming out, hanging out with the Drink Champs. And we're trying to take you to Wood Tavern.
Let's go, come on. That would be amazing if Big Daddy can go to Wood Tavern with the Drink Champs.
Yeah.
Well,
we can have one drink.
One drink.
Never have so few or so much or so many. But yeah, man.
Respect.
Yo, man.
I'm gonna show
everybody in this motherfucker make some noise for Big Daddy.